full ensemble is available right now for the world to see.
Oh.
And others.
I need a collar to pop.
Yeah, I mean it's there, but it's sort of. It's not. You can't pop it.
Throughout the podcast, it's staple on fabric until you do have a
Okay, that's a
Just
good idea.
build it up like on top of it.
You can give him more collars too.
I should have like multiple collar pops.
Am I dead?
You were just like
I was just staring at Ryan.
you did like a triple take.
You know, I've realized
nothing.
this is episode like
67.
What a nothing episode.
That's every episode.
No, but some of them it's like a cool number. 67.
Oh yeah. 67 as a number.
This is just fodder.
It's like in the middle, but it's not
not
like
70,
it's not 50.
it's not 69.
It's not 70.
It's a prime number.
What are we gonna do for 69?
How do you just know that off the top of your head?
I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing.
Oh, okay, cool.
What did you
And
say?
see,
Was
I
believe
prime?
67's prime, right?
I just assume he's right, and I don't care enough to question.
that's
you know
fair.
what I mean.
That works too.
Is 1 prime?
Optimus is prime.
Well, you
I know that.
that's. I mean, I don't know how to argue with that
Sentinel Prime too.
He was bad though.
Yeah, he was.
one. There's a
turned out-
Rodimus prime.
He was. Yeah, he fucked it up though.
Yeah, I don't
He
really
got
know
that
what
all.
happened.
He got the Allspark, and then Optimus took it back.
He had a
Like, give it
movie,
back
and
to
then it
me.
was. You had stuff to say though, right?
Oh, I was just saying it's off-topic episode number 67. This episode was sponsored by Squarespace and MeUndies
Oh my god!
and Ryan's. I don't even know what.
Probably
is,
should have done that.
I'm wearing MeUndies.
All right, nice.
Whip them out. Whip out a little sliver.
Oh my
The,
god, dude! With the jacket and the
Valentine's Day
shades.
boxers.
Oh my god, and he went with the front too.
Yeah.
That's like provocative. I always
it's
go with the
bold.
back.
Well,
you
now,
know?
even though we didn't see it, we know that Ryan's scrotum actually went.
Well, it's the boxers, so it's not the boxer briefs. For Valentine's Day, they gave us the boxers. So
Oh.
there was,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not.
full body.
So it's
I'm not- there's
tucked.
not a
It's
cup
So in that case,
tuck,
your
actually.
scrotum went like.
it fell
probably
off a
moved
little bit.
somewhat,
It was on a ledge, and now it's not.
Yeah. It's like whipping the tablecloth out from under your bollocks.
And we sell this now.
Yeah.
And they asked,
The Achievement Hunter, I don't know what we're calling it, probably Letterman jacket. So it's like,
yeah.
if you too are a loser and can't play any kind of sports, just buy this and you'll be.
You don't even need to earn a letter anymore.
They'll be exactly.
You can just pay for
There
one.
it
for
is.
asshole.
Yeah. Only they asked me to show it off on the podcast today, but it's 80 degrees in Texas. So
It's warm.
there it
today.
is.
It is really warm today.
Summer's right here.
Yeah.
in
it's,
March.
Oh, well, it's already March. You got to
Draping
expect the heat.
right there.
That's fine.
Dude, we should get an off-topic coat rack. Like get like a hook
yeah,
on that
we could
board.
do
You can
that.
like
We
walk
all-
in and just like
We
hang your
need
jacket
hats.
up.
Like we'd all have to come in with hats to.
Well, let's get hats.
Fedora
Then
type
get hat
thing.
racks.
Then you're basically making it a
afterwards.
pub, not a bar.
I mean,
Oh, that's a thought.
kind of the difference.
What if we put like some badminton
I mean,
rackets or
this
something
is.
up
I
on the wall
mean,
over
like
there?
that's first of all, that's
And
like
a
the same thing
fireplace.
here.
Yeah, it's kind of the same.
Like a pub and a bar is the same
Nah.
thing here.
Well,
yeah.
pub serves food though.
Yeah, and pubs are
I
like.
mean,
Yeah,
by
a bar
definition,
serves
bar
food, too.
food.
Yeah.
Bars also
Well, it's
serve
like
food.
bar snacks.
It's called bar food.
Look, there's
It's
a
the
difference
name of it.
between bar snacks and a pub lunch.
There really is.
There's a big difference.
There's a huge
It's just
difference.
like pub lunch is like, oh, hearty food, yeah. Bar snacks is like, oh, there's some sliders with grease on.
So I mean, like,
That's
what?
hearty
so,
food for
so,
me.
well, that.
What are you talking
I'm not
about?
agreeing with
Yeah.
Matt here. This is where we're differing. Okay, I'm agreeing with you on the hearty food, but does the hearty food alone make it a pub?
No.
Does that transform it? Well,
There'll
what else?
probably
Because I've
be-
absolutely been to a bar that has good food.
Now, you might find some carpet. You might find a coat rack, fireplace.
You're in a lounge
Why
now.
is a-
That's
Oh,
not
it's a pub.
what?
Why is the coat rack
pub?
like a key indicator of a
A
pub?
coat rack leads to the
Yeah,
fireplace?
exactly.
You can have a coat rack anywhere. A coat rack does not make it a pub.
That's true.
That's crazy.
It needs like a coat of arms.
This doesn't have
Yeah.
any
It
of
will
that
have a
other shit you
swinging
talked
sign
about.
outside.
Yeah, that's good.
It'll be called like the something something, the number of something.
See, but
6
like,
bells.
I feel like everything you're describing is
The 9 rings.
English pubs.
The pace
Yeah.
and spackle.
Yeah, or the something and something.
Sure.
I don't know
Yeah.
that like any pubs here have pubs, bars. First of all, nobody calls them pubs. They just like
They're pubs.
they're-
It's like gastropubs.
That's it. It's like they have like pub on
Patty's
the
Irish
sign.
Pub.
Yeah, but
What
it's-
fucking hearty food do they sell
It's a
there?
bar.
Nothing.
That's-
It's a bar.
They're
a bar.
barely a bar.
They always talk about the bar.
What about
but it's
this
called?
bar?
But it's called the Irish Pub.
It's not a pub.
It is.
It's on the
though.
sign.
It is.
It's got a hanging
in
sign that
America,
says pub.
It does have a hanging sign.
does.
You can't blow it away.
All right, well, this
but it's up there.
This is apparently an Earth Cup. It's not though, is it?
I mean, it
Well,
is
you
though.
really.
It probably
went
is.
a different direction there. What does that
It's
mean?
like-
Well, I mean,
'cause
you
it
can,
says
you can
Earth on
write.
it,
You can
but-
write whatever you want on it. It doesn't make it it.
Yeah,
it's not made
I
of
mean,
Earth.
it-
Technically, that
a
is
bar
made of
is a
earth.
pub though.
That's like a paper cup, right?
Right, we gotta look up the actual
Earth.
different
Remember when
definitions
you
of
started?
pub
We
and
were
bar.
like, we have nothing.
I feel like
We have this.
it's
Oh,
like
this is
looking up
gold.
animal
Oh,
again.
this is what
All right.
67 is.
Pub.
Oh yeah, we had
That's
an
a
amazing
pub in
video. We
Earth.
just shot a second Let's Watch in Zelda yesterday where Gavin and Ryan
Where were you?
discussed.
Weren't you in the first one?
That was the first
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Where were you yesterday?
I was here yesterday.
Well, not at like 10 a.m.
Yeah, I wasn't here at 10 a.m.
I checked for Matt and he wasn't there, so we just shot it anyway.
Are you on sort of the almost nocturnal schedule, where it's like
I'm
midday
getting there.
to like midnight?
I'm trying to like go to bed earlier, but Zelda then.
What's
came out.
earlier for you?
Earlier
Like
is like
before 3 a.m. or
before.
what?
Actually, yeah, before
Yeah.
3. It's
So
like
you sleep from what,
well, I
3
get
till 11
I
or
get
something?
home from work at like 10 or 11, and then it's
Yeah.
like I want to play video games for 3 hours that aren't just me doing something dumb.
Here's what you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's like the normal human day, and you're like you're slightly offset. Just go normal.
Undo it.
See,
Just
well,
wake up
just,
at like
I can just
9.
undo it. Uh-huh.
Go to bed at midnight.
See, but the problem, Gavin, is if you wake up at 9 after going to bed at like 2 or 3,
Yeah.
you then go to bed at like 8, and then you wake up at like 5. So then you
What?
Wait,
That's
wait.
oh,
Every
here-
other
here's
human
the-
navigates
yeah.
these common
Also-
social
also,
interactions.
well, here's-
See,
here's the
I
thing.
also have the problem where it's like I get home and then I start doing something and I can't stop until it's like I realize it's 4 in the morning.
The thing about what Matt just said is it's like slightly off, but I like how bewildered he was. Like 8 to 5, that's a little late. Like 10 to 5, that's a normal human.
Yeah, but see,
That's what people do.
if I go without sleep for long enough, I sleep for like a day.
That's what
generally-
weekends are for.
That's actually what my weekend is for.
Yeah.
It's just not.
You're
doing
not
anything but
describing
sleeping.
anything that makes sense as like I can't do it.
You just need to
because it's
reset.
like that's a
I
human.
do really need to reset.
need to
Yeah,
reset.
we
You
should
forgot how to
like,
human.
We
Go to
should do-
Australia.
I really
If you
do.
fly to Australia, you'd be perfect walking off the plane. You'd be set
You're
for
not
there.
wrong.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You'd be wide awake at 6 a.m.
Why
You'd
don't
be
we
up all
have an
day.
intervention? We'll come storming into your house, and at midnight we'll be like, Matt, put down the switch.
There you go.
You go to
I'd be
bed
okay with that.
now. We'll give
I
you
would-
some melatonin.
I'd
and
be
you go straight to
interested
We'll
sleep.
just cut
to
the power
see
to
you
his
navigate
house.
my dark house.
There
To
we
be
go.
honest with you, there's just shit everywhere.
So, do you know what a pub is short for?
Public house.
You are correct.
Yeah.
And it is an establishment licensed to sell alcoholic drinks, which traditionally includes blah, 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 blah. It is a relaxed social drinking establishment and a prominent part of British culture.
Right. So that's not really a thing here, is what I was saying.
Why is this stuff called a pub?
Why is everything called everything? Everything's called things that are different.
Cup.
Why is a fucking Smartie here different from the Smartie in England? Because everything's different.
It's certainly hard to keep track of.
Let me look up bar.
Look up like
Bar is like, I'm going
Bar.
to go out to
See,
bar
I
and get
feel like-
smashed. I'm going to
Yeah.
pull a bird. But a pub is like,
Unfortunately,
I feel like
now again, this is Wikipedia, but it's working against you here because it says a bar, parenthesis, also known as a saloon or a tavern, or sometimes a pub or club.
a bar is a club.
A bar is certainly not a club.
Yeah.
That's you're getting.
Well, it's like there,
Like I
there
said,
could be
that's a
clubs that serve
lounge.
alcohol.
That's a fancy
Yeah.
lounge at that
It's a retail business establishment that serves
my
alcoholic
God.
beverages, such as pretty much the same list, except they added cocktails. I guess
they-
pubs are like to
did
cocktails.
they
Or
mention-
sorry, wait, that one.
There you go. I mean, that too.
Did they mention any hearty foods? Is that one of
Hold
the
on, let me go back to pub.
prerequisites of a pub?
No, it did
Foods
say,
that restore
however,
more than 5 hearts.
I will give pubs this. It says, in many places, especially in villages, a pub is the focal point of the community. They go there
Right.
before town hall.
Because everyone has their
Yes.
house, and then you have
Right.
the public house where everyone's just like, "Ah."
Right, you're like in Austin.
What?
What you're describing doesn't exist here.
Pubs focus on offering beers, ales, and similar drinks. As well, pubs often sell wine, spirits, soft drinks, meals, and snacks.
So it's
Like pork
a
scratchings.
bar. They sell things.
Exactly, it's a bar.
Does a bar have pork scratchings?
Not every
Probably
bar
not.
would have.
Maybe that's the true
Probably
definition
not.
of a pub.
Pork-
Is, by the
yeah,
way,
no,
pork
bars-
scratch, is that pork rinds?
That's pork rinds.
Yeah,
bars
bars
got
have
pork
that.
rinds, sure.
Yeah, they don't have pork scratchings. God.
They just come in and just root around on the floor.
Don't spit in your earth.
Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, I got nothing else here to back you up on pubs. Pubs are typically chosen in proximity to home.
I'm just, you know.
This is now Wikipedia is going on to explain how you choose a pub.
I'll just say, Gavin's
Get one
right. It's
close.
just not in America. I think Americans just took pub and they're like, pub bar is
I
the
feel
same
like
thing.
if-
It's
yeah.
the same thing.
If
Well,
when
it's
we go
what it
to
is.
England, right?
Yeah.
We'll take you to a pub, and then you
Yeah.
walk in and be like, "Oh,
I-
different vibe."
It is a
Sure.
very different vibe.
I'm sure I'll do that.
Yeah.
Like I would go to a pub to have dinner when I was there, because that's really it's significant. I would never go to a bar and be like, I think I'll eat.
Do you have to wear like a jacket?
God,
Well, you have to
Well, there's
wear
a coat rack.
You have to
have
wear a
hat, too.
tie.
Okay.
You don't.
Oh, okay. I didn't think there's no way he wore a tie.
No, there's no dress code.
So
True.
But in the pub I usually go
They
to,
did make me put a kilt on.
you have to wear a shirt and you have to take your hat off.
okay.
So there is a hat rack.
Shit.
Which brings us back around
And
to
also-
why we
Yeah,
did
why we
one.
need a
Yeah,
hat
there we
rack.
go.
And the
And
ceiling
hats.
is about this high.
yeah.
You're like, yeah,
So not really like Texas.
No, God no.
That's still like that fucks me when I go anywhere that's not here because I forget. Like I go home and visit my family in New Jersey and I punch the ceilings all the time by accident.
I would often lean on the ceiling in a pub, especially if it's got those big wooden beams. You're just like,
Not great for everybody.
Dude.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Dude, Texas is like, yeah, the first floor ceiling's up there.
Yeah.
It's just like
I-
even
I-
my apartment complex. It was like 10 feet, 11 feet. The ceiling was crazy. It was
in my
like,
house,
why?
I'm super glad that light bulbs now last like 21
Right,
years.
yeah.
Because there's one
Yep.
that I'm never going to change. When it goes out, I'm like, it's dark.
Slap an
there.
LED in there and be like, I leave this task to my children. I leave you one light bulb to change this.
I leave this task to someone who's not born yet.
You need one of those poles with like the suction cup
Yeah,
on the end.
that's-
Is that a thing?
It's a thing.
That's the thing. They got little grippers.
awesome.
Yeah, for
no
like
way that would work.
grabbing it. Yeah, it works.
How do you
For like a
hold it
light
on there
bulb?
once it's
Yeah.
come
No,
out?
it's got like a clippy thing.
Yeah.
You know, like a grabber, like that.
Yeah.
So it like grabs and then you spin it. So
That's
it spins
wicked.
out. Yeah. It's also a way to drop a light bulb on your head. But a ladder's a better way to just take it out. But if you need it in a pinch, it'll work.
It's here. We'll have a moment here of reverse Cloudberry. Gavin, do you own a ladder?
I do.
All right,
now,
there you go.
now,
Yeah, you're
would you call it a ladder or a step ladder? How big is it?
Or a pub.
Well, a step ladder to me is one that is like that, right? With like a step on the top.
Well, no, that's an A-frame ladder. Is what you're
I guess that's
describing.
what I call a step ladder.
Yeah, a step ladder is usually like a small 3-foot ladder.
Yeah.
Like get shit that's like in the garage or like in your kitchen. I mean, like you have like a 6-foot ladder, like an A-frame ladder that you unfold.
Yeah, I have one that does that, and you
Yeah.
can like pull the pins out, and it goes all the way like that.
Oh,
and
is
then
that?
you can lean it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Is that
how I,
shit? What is that called? Like the Little Giant, or what was it? Little Giant.
Yeah, that's how I got
Or like a knockoff.
Steve-O's balloon up in the tree. Was with that.
Ah,
I
those
bought,
things,
I bought it specifically.
those things are fucking heavy, right?
Not too bad.
No,
I mean, you
I know
can get
some
the
of them.
heavy
Some of
ones.
them are heavy as
You
shit.
get the one that's like a 3-fold too. That if you want to make like a horseshoe kind of shape. I don't know what.
Audience, what ladder do you have? Let us know.
We're out of things
Hashtag-
to talk
yeah,
about.
off topic. Off topic AH.
Off topic AH.
We are
Let me just
live.
pop
We
up
are
and figure it
live ladder talk right
We've
now.
talked
Really
about
quick.
pubs.
You can make that.
and
You're saying you can
lava.
make like a horseshoe type thing.
Like a U,
You
yeah.
could essentially have a portable jungle gym. Then,
Oh,
right?
like a scaffold.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just,
scaffold.
like,
Yeah,
put
it can
down
be
there.
also.
I was,
yeah,
I was
you could.
really
It's usually
confused
only
by
like-
the U, and I
Okay.
just didn't
So
ask.
I
I was
guess you gotta
thinking
do
the U
these.
on the bottom.
I wasn't
two
describing
sides.
it well. Yeah, it's
And I was like,
very sharp edge.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Horseshoe is, I think, is how I described it. Even though that's
Right. That's the horseshoe
I
confused
mean,
me.
Ryan, you
Horseshoe
don't have to
There you
ask
go.
anything about my house because you've been in it.
What?
I mean, briefly.
Okay, so this was the best fucking thing ever. I'm so glad you reminded me of that because I totally forgot about it. So, having no information about anything, I have no idea what's happening. We're in Achievement Hunter the other day. Was it yesterday or the day before?
It was yesterday.
Yesterday.
No, 2 days ago.
Day before.
That's not-
Yeah,
that's fine.
Wednesday.
Yeah. So,
End of the day.
end of the
5
day,
PM.
it's like
It's like-
5.
yeah.
Ryan's usually, gotta go get my kids. I'm out by 5. It's usually his go time. Gavin and I are sitting there, and Ryan I feel like I need to reenact this because
Yeah.
we're standing there. Ryan sort of walks up to the conversation that's happening, and literally does the. To me, I described it as like a middle school student asking someone out to a dance. He's like, "So, Gavin, I'm going to your house anyway. Do you want to ride?"
He basically just went, "Do you want to ride to your house?"
Because
That
you
is what I
usually,
said, yeah.
usually get a ride ride share.
I
home,
usually at that
'cause you
time I'm
don't drive.
deciding, am I going to walk because it's too hot to walk?
Right.
Or I'm going to get like an Uber or the replacement
Yeah.
for Uber.
Well, look, I was going over there for a fitting for a jacket that Meg's making. And I thought it could, the only way it could be weirder than me asking you if you wanted to ride to your
if
house is if I just went to your house.
Yeah.
And then I just turned up.
And
like,
you
yeah.
arrived and you're like,
I just paid $6 to go home.
so that's only the third time I think anybody has been in my car, too, because my car is usually an absolute mess.
It was really tidy.
I get that.
It wasn't. It was
Matt-
dusty
Matt's
as
got
fuck
you
all over
covered.
the thing.
Yeah, I understand, man.
I
But
don't count dust as mess. Dust
yeah.
is just dirt.
Yeah.
It was dirty, but
It was dirty.
It wasn't
Messy
messy.
is shit. You need shit for a mess.
Yeah, you need gubs. And,
most of the shit
crumpled
was
up.
out, yeah. No, I have to. The kids take up the whole back seat, so there's just no giving. I can give a person a ride. That's the best I can usually offer. So we don't usually take my car, but
See,
yeah.
I feel bad giving anyone a ride because, like, my girlfriend sits in the passenger seat. I don't clean up after her, so all
have
that
that
shit
problem.
is just there.
Yeah.
Forever.
Laurie likes to stash stuff in my door.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like
God,
half
dude.
drunk things.
Dude,
and,
Lindsay is a fucking door fiend. You know, like I barely drive the car, but anytime I do, I get in. I like go to close the door, and I'm like, God damn it! And it's just like pulling out the trash, pulling out fucking tissues, pulling out like 75% filled cans of soda.
Well, don't you have an
There's-
actual bin in your car?
Yeah, but
Like,
like
with bin bags and
yeah,
stuff?
yeah. But like, there's also in the arm of the door, there's like a circular section made to like entice people to put a fucking cup in. She'll have like 3, you know, like smashed in there, and I'm just like, God damn! It's like just like pulling shit out of a hat, like a fucking magician. It just keeps coming.
It's
I
true.
hate that shit.
Do you have like mostly full water bottles? Because I can give you
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 in my floorboard. right now.
I do. I keep water in the car just because it's Texas. Like one for the car too. Just gets hot as fuck. I'd rather have like even warm water than no water.
Isn't that bad though? If you have like warm, if the sun shines through plastic in your water, it goes.
Well, it's not.
into-
The sun isn't shining
You
through.
got
It's
at
just hot
least a
from the
month
heat in the
before
car.
something grows.
Do you have windows?
I mean, it's like down here in the car though, in the door. It's fine. I'm not worried about that. It's just not like refreshing. But if you're like, I need water, or like I don't give a shit if it's warm. But what I can't accept is like the opened bottles, where it's like this one's 70% full, this one's 60% full. I'm like, great. Well, no one's gonna get in our car and go, hey, can I grab this half drink bottle of water? Like, just get rid of it. If you opened it, get rid of it now. I hate that.
So why don't
Several-
you clean up after your girlfriend? Is that her responsibility in
It's-
your eyes?
Look, it's in my car.
Matt, you're smart.
Thank you. Appreciate
I
it.
clean up after Lindsay, and I suffer from it every day.
I don't want to do
you
it.
do it in the car. I assume you do it at home. You do it at work.
It's a horrible life.
And you got me to
honestly.
clean
It's
up
a horrible
after.
life. I watched you clean today. I couldn't believe it.
Just wait till there are 2 of them.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, I
That's
needed-
what I keep telling her. I'm like, I can't do 2.
I
We both have to do the 1.
You gotta get on that kid and be like, you clean up your
Well,
mess.
that's
every
it. I
day.
was like, the kid's gonna be like, Mom doesn't clean shit. And I'm gonna go, I know.
So you gotta help.
That's my issue.
You want to eat tonight? Clean up mom's mess.
Yeah,
I
that's,
used the
that's fine.
Dustbuster for the first time today, which I couldn't find at first, so I went to
You
the other
found
room.
it.
I went
found
to the
it.
other room. I came in, I walked through the door, bashed it on the door frame, it exploded into like 4 pieces and went in the bin. And I was
Yep.
like, that didn't go well. And
Yeah.
I was like trying to put it all back together and make it suck.
It's
and then it
literally
came
it's
apart again.
3 parts. It's like the part you hold,
Yeah.
the cone,
The bin.
and then the filter.
Yeah.
And and Kevin walks in, bashes it into the door, and it just falls apart. So then he picks it back up, and he's trying to like shove the filter into the handle part, which it goes in the bin part. And he's just like sitting
My
on it and like
Dustbuster never had a
playing
filter.
with it and shit. And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, right, you're putting it in the wrong thing. And he's like, what thing? Like the other one. He's like, oh, okay, he puts it in. I'm like, now you snap it in. He's like, okay. He puts it together. Clearly doesn't hear the patented click because he just puts it together and then he's like, "Brrr," and then it all just falls apart. Like as soon as he turns it on. And then he opens it again and he goes, where's the bag? And I'm like, there's no bag. It's bagless. And he's like, oh.
Dude, my
And he used
Dustbuster
it.
as a kid was from the 80s, and it was like...
Well, it had the bag that
Yeah,
filled
everybody
up.
goes
It
back
was
to-
like,
yeah.
and you could see the dust coming out of the fucking bag as it was
It was like-
cleaning.
Yeah.
The dirt didn't go in the front, it got sucked through into the back.
Yeah.
But now we've all got these front-loading Dustbusters. from the
Fancy.
future.
It's
shit.
crazy. Again,
All right, ladders, Dustbusters.
Roombas?
Yeah.
Car
Oh,
cleaning.
I'm not touching
No,
room.
we're not going there next.
Laura
Okay.
actually got me
I
one.
don't blame you. I found the same thing with my vacuum cleaner that's got like the little thing. I walked it over to the trash can to open it, and then just immediately the gravity pushed it all right out. I like tried to take it out, and all emptied right out by the trash can.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I
floor
was like
next to the
open it up
trash.
like shh.
And vacuum dust is so fine.
Yep,
It's
it's
like-
the worst.
Have you ever vacuumed up ants? No. Me either. I have. My old apartment had like a fuck ton of ants in it. You could see them going like down the wall. So I literally, instead of going out to buy like poison to just get rid of them, decided to vacuum them up.
Yeah.
For a little while.
I mean, that's
So you
kind of
collected
sensible.
them.
I
Is
collected
it?
them. I mean,
Yeah.
it made sense.
I mean, it's
at
not
the
going
time.
to help the problem.
They can
really.
just crawl back out, can't they?
Well, also, like,
Yeah,
they'll just make
yes,
more.
they can.
There we go. Okay, yeah, all right.
Not only can they climb out, they can live in the vacuum cleaner for a brief amount of time.
Well,
So you gave them a home.
You gave them a home at a
Like,
fucking
I gave them,
buffet.
like, a
It's
trailer.
dust busting. It's all garbage for them to eat and shit.
They got sucked into the best meal.
They're just like,
of
oh
their
shit.
Well, I mean, the Dyson that I have, I don't think anything would live through that. I got a
No?
cockroach once.
You-
Like
You'd
the
be wrong.
hurricane.
I was like sucking up dead cockroaches. It was right when I first moved into my old house. It was like a pretty shitty old house, and it was just dead cockroaches and stuff. One was alive, and I was like, you ain't getting away. And it went in and just went. It was like all over the window of the inside.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
That's awesome.
Got him from here.
It wasn't me.
The sound effect did it. I got you right in the eye.
Can
You're
you-
gonna
Yeah,
turn
it was
into a
like it
zombie
was all
now.
like in the thing.
Can you imagine the cinematic hell you created for that roach? Like that's
Awful.
like the
Yeah.
climax of a
Yeah.
movie where he just
You
gets sucked up.
Yeah.
Right into
The
a
only
twister.
problem is like he didn't even know. You
No.
know? Cockroach wasn't even like, oh my god, it's like a movie. That's what I would do.
Bill Pullman went in there to go, Twister!
Paxton.
Paxton.
That's it.
The dead one.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah.
That sucks. Bill Pullman, he's still
Oh.
kicking for now. That's Lone Star.
Do you see it?
We may have just taken him out.
Lone
Everyone was tweeting pictures of it just said R.I.P. and then a
Yeah.
picture of Bill Pullman when that happened. On like the day it happened, and I was like, "That's funny." It's also very soon after.
Yeah,
the
it's
actual
a
one
little
is-
much. I noticed you had tweeted. I remember like the day of, and you were like, "Game over, man," frowny face.
Yeah.
I think 95% of your replies, people didn't know the reference.
Oh, they're like, "What's wrong?"
That's sad.
It was like there was so many tweets you got were like, "Oh, were you watching the game? Like, were you watching the football game?"
It didn't come out of nowhere, though.
lost
Like,
too.
no one was expecting Bill Paxton to drop.
No, they weren't. But like literally, I heard it. I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I saw Gavin's tweet, and it's like, "Well, yeah, no shit." And it's like, I don't know. It's like nobody got it. No one.
I watched Aliens that night.
Yeah,
That's a good movie.
It's a really good movie.
I didn't get
action.
And one of the better
Yeah.
aliens.
Didn't
Action.
get it all.
Yeah.
Had to
Yeah,
look
first
it
two are the
up.
best.
Yeah.
I mean, the first two, it's the Terminator. Alien and Terminator, like the exact same. The first one, you want like suspense and more like of a thriller. That's the first one. You want like that's the second one. And they're both great in that respect.
And the third one kind of undoes the cool stuff in this. Like she like manages to save everyone. She saves
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kyle Reese
yeah,
and the
yeah,
kid.
Yeah.
And then the third movie starts and they're like, "Oh, those two died. They just didn't make it."
Yeah. They just died
died
the
off
tubes on the
screen.
way home.
Yeah, but Sigourney Weaver's still alive.
Great
Yeah.
job, though.
Yeah.
And
But-
Tywin Lannister's in it.
Well, she's not
I
still
know that
alive,
guy.
though.
Who? What?
Sigourney Weaver, didn't she? Spoiler.
well, she dies, but then they clone her.
Yeah, they clone her. She kills herself at the end
Of three. She jumps into like the
chucks
lava.
herself
Yeah,
into the.
because she's
yeah,
got
the
the
bucket.
alien in her.
Yeah, she's like,
It
"Rah."
like bursts out, right? Doesn't she like grab it?
It does the thumb, basically. It's just sinking down to the lava.
Not a good movie, that third one.
The fourth
I
one
fell
was
asleep in
really not good.
I don't think I saw that one.
Resurrection?
Yeah.
That's when, they clone her.
Yeah,
and
it's like
Oh, is that the one where
it's
it
like
like
200 years
It's
later.
got Ron Perlman.
it gets sucked through a tiny hole in the
Yes.
glass?
the half human, half alien hybrid thing. Yo, who are you, Jeremy? Watch a movie.
I don't fucking know. I never
wait.
watched that one.
What
Yeah.
what alien movies have you seen?
So not
Conker's
counting.
Bad Fur Day had an alien thing in it.
That's true. That's true. It did. It also had an
Oh,
eyes
no.
wide shut thing.
You seen Spaceballs?
I
It
own
happened
2
to him
copies of
again.
Spaceballs.
It
I
happened
haven't seen
again
it.
to the same man. What are the chances?
I don't know what you're talking about.
John Hurt from Alien.
Mm-hmm.
He had the thing rubbed out of his chest.
Uh-huh.
And in
Okay.
Spaceballs,
Yep.
John Hurt in Spaceballs, he has the alien come out.
You remember the scene in the diner? It's,
Soup, please.
I think he even says not again.
yeah,
He does.
not again. But also, it is the dancing, singing frog that comes
Yeah.
out as an alien.
That's true.
It's like, hello, my honey, hello, my baby, and,
And
it
then it just
dances.
shoots
It
off.
dances across the fucking table. That movie's still amazing to this day.
John Hurt also dead.
All right.
not that long
It's fucking
ago.
he had 2 fucking things come out of his chest.
You don't-
Obviously.
I mean, yeah.
You don't often survive two of those.
Yeah. The first one was incredible.
I should probably watch that movie. I have 2 copies
That's
of
good.
it
I-
that
Wait,
I've
so
gotten.
Wait, you own it? You haven't
No,
watched it?
it's my mother for
Oh, it's
Christmas.
good.
Very often
Yeah.
she'll give me movies, and
Yeah.
she'll be like, "You kind of like Star Wars. You like this."
hey, it's the alien. Sorry, continue.
No,
How you
it's-
failed to watch the movie you
I
owned
just,
twice.
she did the same thing with Goldmember, except I have watched Goldmember because she saw me watching Goldmember and was like, "Oh, you like that movie?" I'm like, "Yeah, I own it on DVD." And she's like, "Well, here's 4 more copies," and that's how Christmas goes for me every year.
So she bought 4 copies.
Well, she didn't buy 4 right then and hand them to me. She bought one year, and then the next year she was like, "I saw you enjoying Goldmember, so I got you Goldmember again." And I'm like, I've watched it once in front
Does
of
your
you.
mother know how movies work?
Nope.
Like, does she think they fucking delete after you watch
It's
them?
like a Mission Impossible mission. Like it's self-destruct after it's finished.
Crazy. And I could even see like a couple years later, but in a row is kind of odd. Like, you liked it so much last year, I got it for you again.
In fairness, one time she did walk in on me throwing a disc at like the open PS2 tray because it was like a shitty disc I didn't care about anymore. So I was just trying to get it in from across the room.
Okay.
So I guess she thought I did that with every DVD I owned.
All right.
I'm gonna watch a movie. Hang on.
Did you ever get it?
No.
No. I
Like,
figured that was the answer.
it flopped in, and I counted it, but it fell out.
You had a rim in?
Yeah, like a rimmy.
God.
A little bit full, that one.
I mean, the foam level's
need
good,
that
but you dripped.
Did drip.
You got it. You got a lot of drips.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Well, that
weird.
was-
Yep.
You didn't like that?
Oh,
That made me feel
that
weird.
would be okay in the pubs.
God.
That's commonplace there, you know?
As long as you take your hat off.
Yeah,
Before you-
Right.
You're classy.
And lean up against the ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, I might.
It's just like being at home.
God.
All right, let's see.
Dude, I'll
Stepwires.
go to England one day.
You should.
Never been.
Alien
That's a nice
3
place.
suffered from a lot of behind-the-scenes drama, apparently.
What?
Thanks, Eric.
What did?
Alien 3.
Alien 2 did as well. That apparently it was filmed in the window of time where Terminator had been shot by James Cameron, but it hadn't come out yet. So nobody knew who James Cameron was. And he filmed the entire movie in England, and English crew are notoriously shitty. And they're always like stopping for tea time and stuff. And he was like, and they had to like fire people, and it was a whole thing for him and his
Just
wife.
fire the guy that made the tea. Seems like
then-
you take
well,
care of
you're
the
basically
problem.
firing the entire crew.
Exactly. You
The crew
can't cause a
doesn't get
revolt.
tea.
You can't cause a revolt, Ryan.
Yeah.
You need some people.
I think there was like a big mass storm out of the entire crew at one point as well.
Over tea?
It might be.
That's inhumane treatment there.
Like British crew need their tea.
Let's see.
No, it's true though. I worked for some bastards in the film industry.
Yeah?
Utter wankers.
You want to burn any bridges? I mean,
I don't think
I
it's-
don't remember any
Yeah,
of their
it's a
names.
good week for it. If you want to just go ahead and.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
You had your chance.
I don't need it. Don't even remember. Blocked it out.
That's more insulting. If
Well,
you
then I
walk
just-
up to someone that you've met before and be like, "It's nice to meet you,"
You
that
mean
fucks
nothing
with
to
them,
me.
dude.
I rarely say nice to meet you to someone.
Yeah.
Unless I'm
it's rarely
absolutely
true.
100%
It rarely
certain.
is.
Here's
I've
how
never
it
met them.
go. Oh, what's up?
Yeah,
You play it cool.
I'll say it like
absolutely.
if there's the possibility that I've met them before, I'll be like, oh hey, how's it going? But there's no need to throw in the fact that you may have met them before. It's usually like industry people, honestly, because you see the same people in
It's
the same
hard.
circles.
Yeah.
It's not to sound like a total scumbag piece of shit, but it's hard to remember people when you meet 700 people in like a 2-hour window of like, oh, I'm at this company and da-da-da-da-da, and odds are you'll never see this person ever again. That's the biggest thing. Like 98% of the people you meet, it's like, oh, hey, how are you? Blah, 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 blah. Cool. I'm never going to see that person ever again. Then when it's like the 2% where it's like, oh, fuck, I don't know this person's name, and I just met them yesterday, and they just introduced me. And then it's like, yeah, we're going to be working on this thing. It's like, oh, shit. That's when I get
That's
fucked.
when you
Yeah.
just introduce them to somebody else. You're like, oh, hi, this is Matt.
My reconnaissance
Yeah, Matt.
game is great.
Who are you?
It's great. I'll always like go around it. I circumvent. I'm like, yeah, who the fuck is that? Who is that? Who are you? I'm like, I play cool. All right. That's
Yeah,
also.
you've asked me for people's names a few
Well, it's
times,
also
so I'm
because, like, especially in the last, I don't know, few years, like, nobody ever talks to me. Why the fuck would anybody want to talk to me? Like, go to, like, an industry thing? Like, what the hell am I going to do? I just show up. Here I am. I don't make shit happen. I'm not like, we're going to work on a
You're not
big
a mover
project.
and a shaker?
I'm going to go to Michael. It's
you
like,
made this happen.
well, that's like in the last few years. So now I kind of like have to do shit now because it's like, well, you're old, you can't sit around and do nothing. That's what Jeremy's for. So I was like, all right. So now I have to do that shit, and there's a learning curve. And you're my go-to usually. I'm like, hey, I got this stupid email. Well, how do I just like full asshole or like halfway or?
Let's find a middle.
Yeah,
ground.
we'll find a middle. Like, do one? That's too much. Okay. Plus, they won't understand.
Pull it back a
you
little.
know?
Yeah. They'll have to look it up. You send them do one and a link
Right.
to the Wikipedia page.
Right. Don't
on
wait.
Do One.
Don't wait for a reply and then another email. That's too much.
By the way, the tag is pretty much filled with people with ladders.
That's good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they got
yeah,
ladders. Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
They can get
At least
elevated.
they were listening.
Joseph has a 6-foot Warner ladder.
Ooh,
Yeah, I don't
that's
know.
a good model.
Do you have a ladder that
Do I have a
comes
ladder?
comes out of the ceiling?
Like
Yeah.
a attic?
I got 2 of them.
They're pretty
Yeah.
cool.
You got 2
Very
attics?
cool. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. They're not connected
Why don't you just bash them through?
because they're on 2 different like levels of the house.
Put a staircase.
That sounds like a crawl space.
That's
what
like
that
a.
is.
What you're talking about is like another.
No, there's
floor
a ladder.
type thing.
I have a ladder in my garage to like the space above
yeah.
my garage.
Why would you ever need to go up there?
Because I just
storage.
because there's tons of like shit up there, like electrical wires and like heating stuff and like shit that has to get fixed if it breaks. You have to have like a hatch to get to it.
Exactly. It's way easier to have the
to
hatch
work on
than
it.
to just
Have a guy come to your house
seal
and be
it
like,
apart.
huh?
Yeah.
So they just sealed it up, huh? Just start bashing holes. It's like part of the house is up there.
There's really no
But-
reason for that to be closed.
But I will say it sucks because my house is awesome in Texas, and it's like way bigger than a house that I grew up in, and the ceilings are fucking huge or whatever. But because it's Texas, there's no fucking basements. So that's like an entire floor that I don't have that I grew up with. Where like, oh, throw it in the basement. You know, like that's you got a garage and a basement. You're good. A family of 5 can keep their shit there forever. That's a huge thing to not have a basement here. And then both attics are like
and probably unfinished
worthless.
too,
Almost.
right?
Oh my god. Yeah. They're not even unfinished. It's like you'd have to like crawl like through the fucking the studs and shit just to like get across.
I got this great thing where the way mine works is, so you pull down that ladder and it folds out like this. You go up the ladder, and at the top is nothing.
Okay.
It's
like
just
a
like
wall?
it's just basically the roof. Then you slam into. The place you need to get is behind you.
Sure.
So it's like this.
That's how
and
my
you're
old
climbing.
house
You're
was,
climbing
yeah.
like
You
into
climb
that.
up to the top of it. Here I'm at the top of the stairs.
Ryan's at the top.
There we go. Now I'm at the top of the stairs. The floor is across the gap on the other side. So you have to like.
Great.
Have you been in an attic that didn't have a floor?
I have, yeah, where it's
Yeah.
just
I've
the
been
beams.
about
That's-
a billion times.
Yeah, I mean, you did like electrical.
Never put my foot through the ceiling. Never once.
That's just drywall
Never
down there,
once.
basically.
Yeah,
that's
you,
all it is.
You fall through that pretty quick.
You know, not a
Yeah.
lot of.
Put your foot through it.
I've
Gotta
fallen
balance
all the
on
way
those
through.
beams, man.
Well, yeah, it's the thing. It's
You
like
fell
my,
completely through the ceiling.
You weren't
Yeah,
straddling
they're
a beam,
16
were you?
inches
Because you
apart.
would go.
You can fit through
well,
there.
no, I
Funk.
was younger at the time, but my dad, our old houses were like they were old, like built like in like 70s or whatever. So there was no like thing up there at the top for like a
I thought you
floor.
were gonna say like 1900s or something.
No, I was like,
In the
I
1900s.
lived in America. My house was like from 1910.
Your
I'm just
current
saying.
house?
No, the house
your
I grew up
house.
in.
Oh, yeah.
It was fucking old.
Yeah.
But like there was no floor in the attic, and my dad, he instead of putting a floor there, he was just like, well, I'll just put boxes that are long enough to
across
go
the thing.
across
Sure.
the thing.
Yeah, it's common.
Sure.
Boxes.
Bridge the gap.
Yeah.
Like cardboard?
Well, I mean,
just
sometimes
means, like,
it's
storage
normally
shit.
like the plastic storage container.
But he's just saying he
or something
floated
like
it
that.
across the beams. So
Right.
you don't need a
Tubs.
floor.
Yes, yeah.
That's
tubs or
why
something like that.
if you don't go with a floor, plywood. Just recommendation.
Plywood is absolutely
Throw it right up
wonderful.
there.
Just a big square of plywood.
And
No
after
problem.
this, my attic had plywood.
So you stepped on it and went completely downstairs.
It was a situation where it's like my dad was like, okay, I'm going to get Christmas decorations, but I keep them on the far end of the house. So he would go walk on the beam for like 5 or 10 minutes, and I'd hear him slowly drag a box back, and he was handing it to me.
They're in the ceiling.
But I was just sitting by the ladder, and my job was to kind of shove it down the ladder hole.
Would you say it was an A-frame ladder?
It was a ceiling
Step-
ladder.
Ceiling
Oh,
ladder.
yeah,
okay.
sure.
Yeah.
So
Just,
it'd be like a Z frame.
we need to be clear.
And
More like a that frame.
yeah, it's
Just goes that.
straight up.
Oh, mine's like
It uses the house as a prop up
What?
already.
it's like so the ladder's like this, and then it folds like that, and then like that.
Oh, you
Right,
mean-
but,
so,
I,
yeah,
but I mean,
that's how
not
you
when
put
it's
it back up.
extended,
Yeah.
though.
No, that's true.
It's just it's the staircase. I was like, wow, and when it's extended, it's a Z. You walk up like this. It's crazy.
But yeah, anyway, my dad didn't tell me that you could fall through the
That it
ceiling.
wasn't a floor?
And that wasn't a floor. I was just like, I wondered because I was sitting there like, why doesn't he just walk on the floor? Because I kept seeing him walk on like the thing. So I was like, surely that can support his weight. And now like I weigh less, so I'll just try it. I fell right through the thing when I put both my feet down right through.
God, you went both?
Yeah,
You went full
I
on
went
both
full,
feet?
like, right down there.
I'm
wonder
shocked
if it
that
can take my
it
weight.
held your weight long enough to get on both.
Well, it was like I kind of hopped down just a little bit.
Oh, you
Oh,
jumped
Yeah, I
on
didn't
it.
like
God.
jump. It was just like the kind of slide down and then put all your weight on,
I'd love to see that from like a home
It'd be
security
so
car.
I actually
good.
Dust.
I kind of wish I could see that too.
Yeah.
Did you, at least superhero land it on the bottom?
Oh no. I like fell down, flopped over on the ground, climbed quickly back up the ladder, and I was like, a box fell over. I don't know what happened.
So where'd you fall into? Like a hallway or like a
It was like,
bedroom?
yeah,
Wait, you
the
tried to
hallway.
pass it off as a box?
I tried
Did
to
that
pass
work?
it off, and then my dad was
you
like,
didn't realize you were covered in
yeah, he's
fucking
like, you're
sheetrock.
covered in sheetrock. And I was like, well, I went down to
It's like
investigate what the
insulation
problem
coming
was.
out.
I'm imagining a cartoon like mat-shaped hole in the ceiling. Like, look, a box.
I would also there's two scenarios that I like to see. The one, the shot of the room and Matt coming through it, and then two, a static shot of the attic of him like stepping, falling, and then hearing like, oh shit. And then he just comes back up
Straight up
and then,
covered in dust.
setting up the scene to tell his
Yeah.
dad, like,
Well, that's
oh,
here's
this
the real
box,
question.
man, he went nuts.
Did you back your story up? Did you push a box down?
Well, there were already
'Cause it seems
boxes
like it
down.
would
There
be
were already,
very
there were,
easy
That's
to-
the thing. There were already boxes down there because I put them
Oh.
down there from Christmas, and they were now covered in the
And crushed under the
Sheetrock.
ceiling.
sheetrock. That's it. So it was perfect. Except my mom also saw it and did not.
She was just standing right there.
She was like at the end of the hallway.
Was
saw
she
the
just
whole
looking,
thing. It was
just
just
standing
like,
behind you, shaking
Oh,
her
there's
head?
Matt coming down through the ceiling. Oh, back up he goes.
She
Normal
let me.
day.
She let me try to convince him for a little bit.
You should have jumped
but I
down
had to.
again. Like,
Hole's already there.
I mean,
It's true.
damage done.
We could add a slide. That would have made getting all the Christmas decorations down way easier.
You should have used the hole while it was there. It's
true.
All I'm saying.
They weren't happy.
Did you have a popcorn ceiling?
Well,
God, I
no,
hope not.
I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's popcorn ceiling?
There's
It's like when you have like all like the crumbly shit.
that's what I have
Speckled crap.
Yeah,
yeah,
speckled
yeah.
crap is a great way to call it or describe it.
It's usually
I
they
had
just
that shit.
But it's like the first thing they scrape off on any of those home makeover shows.
Yup.
Do any houses here have like pebble dashed walls?
That I don't know what that is.
I think it's where you build a house out of brick and then you just smear cement, like the crap from between the bricks, all over the
Mortar.
house.
Oh.
What?
Mortar.
All right. And then you just blast it with tiny pebbles. And then
Oh,
stick
okay.
it
I know what
in.
you're talking about.
When
And
you
it, and
say
it comes
blast
off
it,
in big old chunks when it cracks.
Do you put it as in like a construction worker with a leaf blower filled with pebbles? It's just like shooting it at the
I
wall.
think that's what they do.
Into wet cement.
And the,
Yeah,
yeah, in the
it's
wet
like-
cement.
I think that's how they do
When
it.
it just sticks.
And then you
That
can,
sounds fucking awesome.
I have never
if that's
seen
the
it
case.
done,
I mean, the
and I have
process
no
sounds
idea what the
amazing.
process is. But
I assume at least 2 or 3 of the construction workers die from ricochets, but
yeah.
I mean,
sometimes
worth it.
it's like you throw them in the cement, they take up a spot on the wall. You know what I mean? It's like less cement. You know, just throw them in.
It's just like the family walks in the living room. Look at these lovely
Just keep
pebbles.
pushing 'em.
Also, Frank.
Keep pushing 'em.
He's there.
Flatten them out. All you got to do is smooth over his face. You know, behind the
just
wall
cover him
though.
up.
It's like
Yeah, put
and like in
pebbles,
here we have Han Solo frozen in carbonite.
yeah.
put pebbles over his eyes so
It's like
he doesn't go to hell.
it's like a refrigerator. Like you want to keep it full.
What'd you call this
Because
kind of
then-
wall? Pebble something?
Pebble dash?
Pebble dash. I'm gonna look this up.
I pebble dashed the toilet bowl once.
Does that mean you took
What?
like a shit?
Bad poo.
Okay.
Really bad
All
poo.
right, no.
with cement on
Mortar with
The rim.
pebbles
Don't
in it.
drink cement.
No, God no.
Don't do it.
You can pebble dash Jeremy to the wall.
Well, now
Is
we
it
have
called
to,
pebble
right?
dash?
Do
I don't know where I'm
anything.
getting that from. That
No, actually, pebble dash. Yeah, pebble dash definition: mortar with pebbles in it. Used as coating for exterior walls, though it does exterior, not interior.
No,
Yeah,
you wouldn't
but-
have it on
Okay.
the inside. That'd
Yeah.
be like
I thought-
having a bunch of rocks in your living room.
That's
I
what
know
was
that's what
Well,
you were
no,
saying.
I mean I
yeah.
can see
Yeah.
that though. Like depending on like what your house is and what the room is, like I can see
Oh,
something
yeah,
that
no,
has
I've
that
seen
shit.
this
Yeah,
kind
like-
of
Yeah,
thing.
no,
Like
I've
this.
seen that. I could
Oh,
I could
yeah,
totally
yeah,
see that
yeah,
inside a house. I mean,
Really?
it's
Like,
certainly
right-
for
right
exterior.
there.
Well,
the
now
fireplace.
they go for that like
Well, it's just people-
what it's called something. It's like it's where they have all the exposed rafters and shit. It's like art warehouse or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know what
I
you're
could-
talking about.
Industrial.
Yeah, like industrial look.
I can easily see that being in someone's like kitchen. Honestly,
It'd be
like,
great,
as
like,
like,
if you
a,
needed
as like
to,
a
like,
backsplash
yeah.
or something.
You want to fucking zest a lemon? You just rub it on the wall.
Why aren't like all that? Why isn't all that stuff built into a wall? Like why it doesn't?
know.
Why isn't there
Well,
a
because-
cheese grater in my wall?
Think
It'd be
about
great.
it.
How you gonna
It's
clean
hard.
it?
It's also it's hard to
Exactly. When
move
you
shit
pop
that's
it out.
built into your house.
Yeah, but if it's a pop out thing, that just it seems shitty. Like nothing that you can pop in and out. Of
So you want a
wall
bunch of
is
a
great.
bunch of like lockable slots in your house. It was like just pop the cheese grater into the wall.
Yeah,
there.
like modular kitchen.
I'll take I'll take a.
It's like
put that right there.
the library from Doctor Strange. They just have a bunch of slots
Yeah.
with little chains across, and you just open it up, take what you need. There you
Dude,
go.
those chains.
They call them shelves.
They look real cool. Those chains.
They give
The
them
chains
doors.
keep the books in.
They do. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I also think
crazy
of
what
that.
you're talking
That like modular kitchen makes me think of just most VR games where shit just floats because it has to. Where it's like, I can put that right there, right there. I would love to like assemble like a smoothie where it's like I just like position everything over the blender and I'm like, and go in, and then have it all fall. That would be amazing.
Oh, remind me to take the blender out of here later.
Yeah, that's actually true. We
Are you
do
gonna
need
put
the
it in your
blender.
wall?
No, but it's part of this. We were using this. I need 2 hands for this one.
Whoa.
This
It's
baby
a
is
little,
heavy.
little
heavy.
bespectacled.
It's a little bespeckled.
I was trying to
Bespectacled.
crush
I can't say it.
a-
It's a
a-
little pebble dashed.
I was trying to crush a large amount of objects,
Yeah, you
but
did it.
this hammer, I just crushed the container that the object was in.
You crushed the objects too, though.
I did.
Along the
No,
way.
I mean, that would get
Along
it
the
done.
way. Along the way.
what happened to all that?
What do you mean?
He cleaned it up.
Just
I
Just sitting
used
on the
the
floor
dust.
and
No, he put it all together. That was the Dustbuster story where he cleaned all that up.
Well, I mean,
and then,
like all
And then he
the.
uncleaned
the goods, he like put it somewhere.
Yeah, put it in
Okay.
a bucket.
Bucket. I can't stop now.
No, it's Jeremy's
Thanks
crazy.
to Jeremy. That's
It's
a real
Jeremy. It's
comeback.
Jeremy. It's Jeremy.
That's
This
one
is-
of the things where like even our current fans are like, "What is?"
'Cause it's
bucket
so
from?"
old.
and it was really like nothing moment in the
No.
video.
This got me really. This really made me happy yesterday. I saw our Things to Do skee ball came out, which we shot
God, that was a long time ago.
maybe like 2 months ago. Yeah,
Wow, it
Yeah.
just came out.
yeah, it just came
I
out.
don't think I was in that.
You weren't. It was
You guys
me,
were tons.
Ryan, Jeremy, and Jack, and it was actually a really funny video. And it was around the time when the new cars came out. Like, I know it wasn't brand new. I know I say in the video, like, all these new cars. I know it wasn't, like, the week they came out. But
Yeah.
it's within, like, 2-3 weeks of the new
We had
cars.
to actually get them.
So that's how fucking old it is. Like, I know it's that old. And I don't remember where I was going with it. It's a good video. What the fuck was it?
Jeremy,
Jeremy.
It's the old... No, how old it is.
Bucket.
No, yeah. I'm watching it, and I'm like, fuck, this video is old. Like, that was my first thought. It just came out. Literally right at the end of the video, 6-minute video. I'm like, well, that's the video. We're doing the wrap-up. And I go, dun, 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 dun. And, like, it made me laugh so hard. I'm like, we've been doing that for that long? Like, we took...
Oh my God.
We took the fucking on the spot. This is awesome.
Oh, have you
yeah.
never seen what we
Yeah.
did?
Dude, I also was thinking about it too.
Mm-hmm.
The idea here was, and we ended up doing the 3 in a row because we came to the conclusion, we did a lot of tests that like, okay, you'll get the same direction, it's more about distance. But then of course, as every other video ever, we tested it and tested it and tested it, and then we went and shot it. It didn't work at all. Like it was just different. So people were going left and right. We could totally do a real skee ball and get 6 of those trucks. Do 3 in the
Oh,
back,
yeah.
2 in the middle, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
1
yeah.
in the end. Do like 1 point, 3.5 points.
Sure.
yeah, it would only cost us about $600.
Well, not really, because we own them all already. I think there were
That
most
was
of
the
them, and that's
Wastelander
also the
was the
cheapest
cheaper
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We own at least
Did you
3 of
guys-
them already.
You guys did all the missions to get the discounts, right?
Well, I did.
Well, he
Yeah,
did,
you did.
because
Yeah.
only the person who hosts
The
it
CEO
gets the
has
discount.
to like run the
Oh,
mission.
okay.
Well, the
So
CEO.
we just had Ryan do them all.
So that's what Pant and I did, and we did it like, I don't know, maybe a week after you guys filmed that, and then immediately our first thought was like, oh, dude, you can launch people and catch them with the Wastelander, and I was like, oh, they recorded that.
It was so fucking
yeah.
cool.
It's
Which is
awesome, dude.
it's also funny just because it's like a stupid thing in Achievement Hunter. Probably the 3rd time that I can recall, we tried to shoot skee ball in a video game.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, we did it! It was one of the first things to do Jeff and I ever tried back in like 2012 in
Barely
Saints
worked,
Row.
did it?
In Saints Row 3 or something. It like didn't work at all. And we were like, damn it. That was just like funny to me, like, we did it. We did skee ball.
Finally
5
did
years
Even though
later.
it's kind of not really skee ball, but
and wasn't very consistent.
it wasn't consistent at all. And also, since Jack was in the car, was just the shooter, we decided the balls were the players. Like it's just like I was like, wait,
You could do nothing.
I say in the
Yeah.
video, I'm like, all right, Ryan's got 2 poinds, Jeremy's got 2, and Ryan was like, well, I didn't do anything, I'm just the ball. I'm like, why? Well, Jack can't get all the points. He's the only one shooting. I'm trying to. We can add value here somewhere. Like I don't know how to make this a game.
the ball.
I was just like, Jack was like, all right, ball, do better than the last one, you know. All right, ball, this is your score now. Maybe if we got even more people, we could have like designated balls and shooters,
Teams,
and that'd be
yeah.
a team.
Yeah.
We could do that. I also remember it was just classic GTA where we were testing it. It was working. It was great. We all set up. Fucking dead of night. We're about to shoot it. It's pitch black,
Yup.
and we're like, no, fuck it. Like the last 2 we did were at night. We have to fucking wait, and it's like a 20-minute wait till morning.
Yeah.
And because you can't fast forward time or anything for some reason, which is insane. So we're just sitting there waiting. We're waiting. We're just trying it again and again. Like, all right, let's hone it in.
Working
every
great.
time. Every time.
Jack
Ryan's like,
dialed it in.
bucket. Fucking morning starts. So it was like the sun comes up, and we're like, all right, perfect. We're gonna shoot it. None of this is in the video. So we're like, all right, we're gonna shoot it. As soon as we start, it fucking rains, and the rain is affecting Jack's car. So now it's like totally different because he has to like back up and like be revving his tires while he's boosting, and it just totally fucked it up. So now we're just sitting there, it's daytime, and we're like, stop raining, and we're just waiting for it to stop raining while simultaneously hoping to God it doesn't rain like into the night again. And we're just sitting at our desks like all like just waiting to record. Stops raining, and then maybe takes 20 attempts to get Ryan in a bucket. Like it was the most frustrating thing
So
ever.
Not only that, but it stopped raining at like 3 hours till sundown.
Oh,
so
man.
It was
like,
a race.
rained
It
through
was a
most
race.
of
Like
the day.
in the video, I go
Yeah.
last, and Ryan's like, "You better hurry!" And I'm like, running to
I'm
beat.
looking at the sun
Yeah, the sun's
going
just
down.
going down.
It's like everything that's shit about shooting outside in real life.
It really is.
Yeah, it really sucks.
I mean, aside from like
it really sucks.
plane noise blowing out the mics.
Yeah, we were at the airport.
We were at the airport, but we weren't worried
really
about
matter
the
for the
noise.
game.
We weren't about the noise. Hey, let me read this ad. Read here. Thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this episode of Off Topic! Exclamation point, Ryan, please. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to create a website or online store. They have beautiful award-winning designer templates, 24/7 customer service, and domains. Include brief thought about getting a domain name, making websites, etc. I was trying to think earlier to like what's a website that we could make for a ladder when we were in the ladder conversation. Couldn't come up with one. All I could think of was something like, dude, are you a dad with a ladder? Go to www.ladderdadder.com. You buy a ladder from a certified dad.
Ladder,
Check it out.
That's not terrible.
Greet ladders regularly? Go to www.heyframe.com.
Oh, there you go. Like A-frame, the thing you didn't understand.
Yeah.
Right.
Both probably available at on Squarespace, unless they're taken right now.
How do you get up there? Ladder.
That's funny.
That's a good one.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
that's a good
If you've been thinking about starting your own website or online store, start your
I had
free
a
trial
face palm.
today at squarespace.com/offtopic and enter offer code offtopic to get 10% off your first purchase. That's squarespace.com/offtopic. Make your next move with Squarespace. You know what? I'll tell you a little like ad secret. They didn't even have me reread the website. I did it of my own accord. You always gotta say it again.
Nice.
You can't just say it once. You gotta hammer it in
Yeah,
there.
it emphasizes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a website.
Do it.
Best ladder website gets a prize. No, you don't.
Not from me.
Yeah.
Maybe just like feel good about it. Also, there's no contest, so we don't even know how to award best ladder website. There's really no.
Oh, Matt,
kinda
someone
subjective.
tweeted a reenactment of you falling through the roof.
Oh, yeah?
It's in the, if you look at that achievement hunter hashtag, it's pretty accurate, I guess.
I fell forward. I
It's
tried
like-
to roll
Oh, yeah?
like Link did.
It's
but
like a
I
building
didn't.
giving birth.
My favorite, my favorite thing on like
Not achievement hunter, sorry, the off-topic hashtag.
the is like security videos of criminals. And them falling into a building is the funniest fucking thing ever. Like, there's so many security videos of people like breaking into like a convenience store or something, and
they
they
can't get
land
out.
right on the shelf. Or like someone broke into a like a liquor store, and they landed like right on the racks, and like the guy hit the floor, and like just wine bottles hitting him in the head. It's like, oh my god, like watching it. I saw one guy went into a convenience store, smashed his leg, and I don't know if he actually broke his leg or sprained it, but it was like a CVS or something. Literally like crawled to the pharmacy section and took a cane to get out because he fucked up his leg.
Grab some Advil as well on the way out.
It's like so
I really
stupid.
love that clip of it's not like a guy breaking in, but he hops over a chain in a supermarket, but like clips his leg on it, which pulls the chain down, which pulls the display on top of it. It's like such
God.
a small amount of movement. It's so much carnage for this guy. It's like
That's the thing too. It's just I know what you're describing, where it's like something drops, but like it just keeps dropping. You know, like
yeah, stop.
it's like when you think of someone falling, it's like, oh, they fell, but then there's like a fall that just keeps happening. You know, it's like, oh, and stuff just like keeps falling on them.
It's like
That's
that
the
security
best.
camera footage
It's
of the
so good.
drunk guy falling down the stairs, where he's like holding onto the railing in the middle. Have you seen that?
I don't
He's
know.
like sliding down the middle railing. He's like, whoa, and you think like, whoa, he's actually gonna make it all the way down. But then he flips right over the railing and like rolls all the way down the stairs and hits the wall and everything. Such good clips. We should play some.
Yeah.
Good luck,
Roll
Ryan.
it.
Yeah.
No. Oh, we do have a clip though that we could roll. This is exciting, and maybe we'll shed some light on what exactly happened. But we've got the final theater mode of this volume coming out today. What the hell was it called? Helltown.
Helltown. Eldonatus? I'm the only one that was in that one. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. So from what I recall, started off pretty good. It was a pretty good one. And then I just went. It's funny, yeah, because I remember.
Oh, do you not remember the end of it? Is this one of those?
It's more browny. It's like I
Okay.
spotted. It's more of a brown out, and which is
Gotcha.
funny because I had the off topic like 2 weeks ago where I took like 3 years off my life. This was actually filmed before that, so it's like that was my first like I got way too drunk at work, and then I did it again like 10 days later.
You know the Hitman we recorded because I skipped the post show to I don't know just get away.
Right.
Go to the main room.
Yeah.
Because
God,
you got to the level
to
of drunk
escape.
where you're just like you see my face and you think there's a bullseye in that man's face.
Yeah.
Let me fling stuff.
Yeah, see, I hope you appreciate. This is how I feel every day, every second of my life.
Yeah, the
I
drunkenness
just,
unleashes it.
I just restrain myself.
So
No,
I
the
was like-
drunkenness doesn't unleash it. It just drops the barrier
Right.
of me stopping myself.
So there were like 19 people here, and I was like,
There was a lot.
I don't need to be on the post show. Went back.
What unleashing is, but Yeah. Keep moving. Yeah.
Went back and we did a Hitman Elusive Target,
him.
and that comes out today. And during that
Oh,
video,
is that today?
I think that comes out today, or it's upcoming. It's uploaded. It's in the back end.
All right.
It'll be out
Sure.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you come back, you explore the room.
Yeah.
And Jack and Bruce also come back, both hammered. It was the most stressful Elusive Target I've ever done in my life. Because I was like, I'd already started the objective, so I couldn't restart.
Right.
And I was like, I've got to focus. And there's just like everything is happening around me. And I'm like, oh my God. I was just freaking out.
You really
We
powered through
talked
it.
about this. I don't know where I think we talked. Did we talk about it on the podcast last week? Were you on last week? Then we might have talked about it last week because we definitely mentioned it.
I do feel like that. Yeah.
My favorite part about that
It was Jeremy that was telling the story.
That's what it was, yeah. And my favorite part about that was, and Jeremy basically said the same thing, where anytime you wake up and you're like, I don't know what happened. And you were like surrounded by people, especially at work, and they were like, oh, dude, you fired in on this fucking Hitman video. And it's like, oh, man. Was it funny, though? What did I say? And it's like, you hear that, and knowing what that podcast was, I'm just like, oh, okay, so I came in and fucking destroyed that video. And Jeremy's like, you know, Gavin came in and he warned us. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Then Bruce and Jack came in. And I'm like, oh, they were worse? He's like, they were way worse. I'm like, oh, cool, good.
Because you were just like going, blah, and like flinging stuff.
yeah.
And like, you sat on Jeremy at one point, and then you just went off somewhere.
He's like, you kind of just went off in the corner.
Jack and
Like,
Bruce
described it.
Jack and Bruce picked up a mic and just hung
They
out.
moved in.
Yeah.
Jeremy said they just like started singing into the microphone like the whole time. Just he was like they just tried to overpower everyone else in the
I
video.
think the video
and just drown
ends
them
with
out.
both of them. We're like trying to like wrap up the video, and they're just like.
It was Real Big Fish.
That's what it was. Yep. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah. Everybody's doing the fish.
It was a stressful time, but powered through.
You did?
And I watched the video to see if I did it
That's
or not.
amazing. That's amazing that was on video. It's
Yeah.
so great. Like
I was shocked that we got to the end of it like, should we go for another round? You were totally down to keep going. I was like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I like that we filmed so much content in various places around this campus.
It overlaps.
That you can see people leave videos and show up in other videos because there's always something being made somewhere.
I'm gonna do that today. Gus and I are doing a sponsored checking out there's like a the Mummy film coming out. There's a VR experience at South by Southwest today. So I'm leaving here at 2:00. So either we'll end the podcast at 2, or I'll just leave and you guys can keep doing it. Gus and I are going to like fucking scope it out.
Oh shit, South by Southwest is going on, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
Is it
starts
just gaming,
today.
or is it the
I
whole
just don't
thing?
go
No, it's the whole
outside this
thing.
weekend.
Although
The gaming used to be earlier,
usually
right?
usually it's like layered. So
Yeah,
I'm
usually it's
not
2
sure.
weeks and then the stuff starts like
Yeah, I'm not sure.
in chunks.
Maybe it's just gaming
It's like
first.
a real spread out thing. Like people talk about
It's
South by Southwest
all
as a thing,
over the
but
place, dude.
like,
It's like Austin.
Yeah.
Austin is
There's
South by
parties
Southwest.
like every night.
Yeah, and I mean
you going, Tony?
even just like locations. I don't know. I'm free this weekend, so
There's like,
possibly.
There's a party every night from like now.
I mean, if
until-
you asked me 3 days ago if I'm doing anything at South by, I would have said no, and now I am. So I mean, I can do anything, Gavin.
It's true. I've seen you do anything.
Yeah, but anyway, when that video comes out, you can be like, "Oh, Mark was on off topic," and then he left and went and did that. I'm
Yeah.
excited to film a video with Gus.
Have you not made one
Gee,
of those
man,
before?
not like me and Gus, like just me and Gus. You
Yeah,
know,
I guess
he's
that
like
doesn't happen.
Gus is like the like achievement hunter uncle. You know what I mean? Like he's good. He's like basically achievement hunter. He comes in and does
He
whatever he
occasionally
wants.
blesses us with an
But it's
appearance.
like
Yeah,
Gus and
every
Jeff.
once in a while.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then to a lesser like Gus and you. And then Gus, like, you know, he
I was always-
allows everyone else to talk to him. But
was-
Gus doesn't come in like, hey, Michael, what's up? Let's hang out, you know?
I was always amazed that in Last of Gus, it was a video with us and Gus without Jeff,
Yeah.
which is rare.
It's,
was weird,
it's
yeah.
rare, but it's because, you know, again, Uncle Gus, so it's like he's good with Achievement Hunter, and then we all fucking love Last of Us. So that's like, all right, we're good.
It's kind of like going out to dinner with your mom's new boyfriend, but
But-
she's not there.
But like, but it's also because like into cars, and he got this awesome new car that he picked you up in. It's like, who gives a shit? That's, you know, your mom hates cars, so she wouldn't even want to talk about it. That's like Gus. It's like Jeff's not even here to drag Gus down all the nonsense garbage that he's always talking about. Hey, Gus, remember this bar 20 years ago? It's like, shut the fuck up, Jeff. We want Gus now. You want old Gus. You want like 20 years ago.
Stop
Gus.
reminiscing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you had a life, Jeff. Move on. Okay, this is we're taking
You're
over
dead
now.
Get over it.
This is, I mean,
Let
you
it
can,
go.
I mean, even Gus knows. You can clearly see. He's like, do I align myself with the dying Jeff, or do I align myself with the new alive
It's like
people?
when Screech-
Gus is going,
When Screech was in the new class of Saved by the Bell,
Yeah.
but he was the only one. He's like,
Well, didn't
overlapping
they had
generations.
Mr. Belding too, right?
Oh, did they?
yeah, they did. They sure did.
And then he was on Sunny.
And it was on Sunny. It's such a funny thing. Like, you know how old we are, too? Like, when he was on Sunny, that was season 1. That was season 1. And it was like, damn, dude.
What are you doing?
Principal Belding. And like, he's so old. Oh, God, it's been so long. Blah, blah, blah. That was like 12 years ago. You know what I mean? It's like, now see him from there. And he'll be like, what
Do
are
you think we
you
could
doing?
get Belding in a Let's Play?
I would love to. Principal Belding, if you're watching, or your agent or anyone is watching, hit us up.
If your agent is watching?
Yeah, well,
Like his agent?
You know,
Oh, his
right.
agent.
he
Okay.
You
can't
think
watch
he still
it.
has
Yeah.
representation?
I mean, if he was in Sunny, he probably didn't just wander on the set.
12
But that
years
was
ago.
it's 12 years ago.
Listen, but they reuse people. That's my
They
favorite
do.
thing about Sunny. Like the Charlie's superintendent that's like, you know, give me my money, Charlie, give me my money. He's in like season 1 in Gun Fever. They bring him back in season 9. He was never in anything in between. 8 years apart, same fucking guy. I love that.
It's dedication.
Yeah.
Dedication
What's
to
good
the
is
character.
because they make a universe where their characters actually matter.
They do,
Like
yeah.
any minor
Yeah.
character could come
Sunny
back.
actually, it's very similar to Seinfeld. I mean, it literally is Seinfeld of like our generation, and I realize that more and more as I watch Seinfeld, where like there's like the differences in just like the time, you know, that was the 90s, but like at its core, like they're the same people. They're the same scumbag human beings that do the same scumbag shit and get involved in like the same ridiculous scenarios. Seinfeld is just way more like Sunny, they'll say it, you know what I mean? Like they talk about them being pieces of shit. Seinfeld, they just are pieces of shit. You know what I mean? It's like Seinfeld, like they don't say bang. They're not like, oh, did you fuck this lady? Did you have sex with her? Sunny's all like, you bang this chick? You bang her? Are you banging? And it's like, oh, that's crass. That's all Seinfeld is. They just don't use the word banging. Like
Talk around.
Yeah, they
Jerry has 700 girlfriends in the course of like 8 seasons, and they don't even bother explaining it. It's just like the episode starts, and George will be like, so how's that thing working out with so-and-so? It's always just like, he's in a new relationship. Who cares about the old one? Doesn't matter. They broke up. He bangs chicks and moves on. Don't worry
Most
about
of
it.
them are defined by like a single, very,
Yup.
very defined physical characteristic.
And usually, like, just an insignificant
Man
one.
hands.
Like,
Man hands.
something, again, that, like,
Doesn't have a name.
today, you'd be like, you're a piece of shit,
Mulva.
Jerry Seinfeld. Like, you're a scumbag. Like, you've been dating this chick for 3 weeks and you don't know her name. Like, you're a scumbag.
Can you
He's just
imagine-
more like, ugh, about it, while Sonny's just like, ah.
Can you imagine Kramer burst in like, Jerry, you banging this chick?
I can. Nowadays, it's like, Jerry, you can't just be sliding around in there. You don't know where she's been, Jerry. Kramer's so good. He's so good at
That is a
show.
character that could show up on other shows.
He's so
If
fucking
he hadn't
good.
been played by Michael Richards.
Well, kind of shot himself in the foot there.
He did. Yep.
He did.
It's also like my favorite season of Curb Your Enthusiasm when they have like the whole Seinfeld cast in it. It's essentially the Seinfeld reunion that they all said they'd never do, but they're like, oh fuck it, we'll all do a reunion within another show though. Love that show, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Check it out. Available on HBO.
See, English shows don't really have the ability to pull a character back from season 1 into season 11 or anything because
Because it's like,
They're like one
95
season.
years later.
the entire run is like 18 episodes and that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you'd think every character would be way more significant then, because they are in.
It's like,
higher
hey,
just don't
listen.
last
the episode.
I was in 20% of that series. I was in one episode.
I guess Red Dwarf is probably one of the longest running sort of same characters from beginning to end.
Is it still going?
I mean, they put out a series last year, I think. It started in
Well, also,
1987.
Doctor Who. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, but
guy,
that's-
right?
I mean, even like the main character changes the actor. Like Red Dwarf has been the same.
No, he's an alien.
Oh, sorry.
Idiot.
just
It's the same person.
He just
They
regenerates.
just like
Yeah, no.
forget or something, right?
He
Is that what it is? They
recombobulates
forget?
or something. No, he regenerates.
Do they? Oh, I don't watch Doctor Who. Do they always know like all their past lives, or does they have to like figure shit out every time they come back? Because I
Yeah,
thought it
it's
was more
meant to
like
like
that.
it's meant to like scramble the brain a little, so they're always different.
Are they?
styles.
Well, they're always
be-
different, but do they like? Is
think
it
they
like
do
I don't know
retain-
who I am, or like what's the doctor? What's
It
the?
depends.
You know what I mean?
I think some regenerations have been like, bam. All right, let's go. Doodle-doo. And some
Oh,
are like,
really?
some
Just,
are
I'm just a different
Some are like,
human?
who am I? I'm stumbling all over the place. I can't even walk anymore. It just depends on like,
Some of them come in with a purpose.
yeah.
The others
And
want to know what
depending on whether the actor left on good terms with the show, maybe they don't show the regeneration. They just
Sure.
they just have someone face down and then they get up and it's someone else.
Sure. Yeah.
I think that
Well,
happened once, where it was like the actor just didn't film his end regeneration, so they just had him just face down in a scene, and then he got up as someone else.
All right, well there you go.
In his mind, he's still Doctor Who.
Didn't like
He never
If I don't
finished.
ever film it, then it didn't happen.
didn't the newest guy just like leave abruptly or something? And people are like, oh my god. Like the
I
newest
don't know if it's
Doctor.
abrupt.
The,
I mean,
whatever
like,
the one after.
Well, I mean,
Tennant
like
was.
he was barely the Doctor, though, right? Wasn't it?
Are you talking about the old guy or Matt Smith?
The old guy.
I don't know.
Oh, is he still? Well, yeah.
Or who's the newest Doctor?
The old guy's still there, I think, right?
Old guy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But,
But
the old
he's
guy's
leaving.
leaving.
Yeah.
And didn't he like just get it though? Like, no, he didn't.
This is his third season.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I guess to me that's soon. How long do they usually play? What's like average?
Tom Baker did like 7 seasons, I think, back in the day.
That's why maybe I'm just thinking it was longer.
But I mean, Christopher Eccleston did 1. Was it 1 or
Weird.
2? I don't remember.
I thought that was some sort of thing like, oh, the Doctor's leaving and it's sooner than people expected. I thought, are they already looking for a new one?
Well, he announced that he's leaving this season. This is his final season.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is his final
He'll probably
season.
film a nice, ending where he goes.
Sure. I heard that.
Because everyone regenerates like this now.
He'd be the first one that's like.
so
They just like spew.
I'm
beams
glad
of
this is
light.
happening.
literally what
I'm
you
ready to
just
go.
described is the end of ELR. No spoilers. I won't say what that means, but doing this.
Oh yeah. Except it was
like
very
it.
different.
That is now out. They're done with the ELR.
No, I know.
No spoil.
But I heard that I had researched nothing into this, so it could have been just like rumors. But I heard that they were looking that maybe I think Tilda Swinton might be the next Doctor, the chick from Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
the ancient
yeah.
one. I was like, I really am not that familiar with her beyond that film. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
She was fucking great in that.
As long as it's not Catherine Tate, I'm
Constantine
happy.
too, right? She was
What's up?
an angel from in Constantine, the movie, I think.
Did you say
It's been
Constantine
fucking
2?
forever
No,
since I've seen
Constantine.
that.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I
all two
Constantine
as well.
also.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I could be wrong about that though.
I only saw like an hour of that. No.
I'm right.
Okay,
Dude,
there you go.
this is my favorite thing about this show. Just like, that's true. Like, I don't know who said it or where it comes from.
Yeah, chances are the people up here don't know anything, but there's enough people over there. One of them's gonna know.
Just
We're
the-
like,
You're not wrong.
I mean, most shows, we're like a dozen people deep here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the audience doesn't know that, but there's usually like 10 to 12 people.
Well, they see the control room during the pre-show.
Well, I mean, those who watch it, but also that's only for first members. If you're watching it on YouTube, you don't see that. There's like, we got a real sophisticated, operation going on here that we have nothing to do with, thankfully. And I just appreciate it. Again, like to me, it was one of my favorite shows growing up. I just get like a Talk Soup vibe. I fucking love Talk Soup, and they changed it. I think it's been called like, the fuck is Talk Soup? It's just called Soup or something. They changed it like 10 years
like
ago.
the-
They
the
changed
Soup?
it. The Soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be
Who's
Talk
that?
Soup.
Joel McHale.
Joel McHale was one of
I've
like,
seen that.
he was like the
Joel.
7
McHale.
fucking
John
host.
Stewart before, wasn't it? At some point?
I don't know if it was ever Jon Stewart. I know it was.
Wait, listen for it.
Fuck. The guy, they called him like Skunk Boy. And it might have,
Nothing.
his
Nobody's
name was
got
John.
anything.
You might be
We're Googling
confusing
right
him.
now.
But it could have been him and Jon Stewart. There was definitely another guy who's like a classic like announcer, and he does like all like announcing shows and shit like John Henson.
Oh.
Yeah. That's my he got
Should we
it.
just start
Came from
spewing
nowhere.
questions
We
now?
should
and see if-
we need a microphone
We
in
just throw shit
that
at the wall
control
and see
room.
what sticks.
John Henson,
Pebbles.
I watched the fuck out of him on Talk Soup, and I always liked just like the vibe that he's there talking, and he would be, doing his shtick. It's kind of like news with monologues and stuff, and you just hear like 3 people laughing. It's like, like not like an audience, not like a laugh track, just like the camera guy. You just hear him like laughing. I love that. It's just like it's just such a real vibe. Like,
what's the capital of Latvia?
What is
Do you know the
Latvia?
answer?
Riga.
Well, why
Fuck
did you
you.
tell him?
I'm just seeing if I could be one of the guys who was like Riga.
Is Latvia
You
like,
had the chance
like
to, but you're just like,
Latveria?
yeah, it's
Is
Riga.
it the same thing?
What?
Or is Latvia like Latveria?
I don't know what Latveria is.
Is it
Doctor Doom.
That's
right?
exactly that's the only reason I know it. He said it. I'm like, that sounds like the Doctor Doom thing. Is that not a real place? I don't know. Is
mean,
Latveria not a real place?
Latvia is a real place.
Latvia is a real place. I don't think Latveria is. But I
You
could
know,
be wrong.
it's,
I don't know. Maybe we should go start it.
I don't know comics. Achieve area. This thing's heavy, man.
It is.
It's not easy to
Didn't
lift.
Can you
Jack
catch it?
slam the table with it?
Oh yeah, he dented the fuck out of it over here. I was actually talking
can
about.
see the-
No, feel it right there. Feel it.
It's like a little imprint right
We
there.
have to
he's-
cut this out
He started
ourselves.
fucking wailing it. Yeah, we were talking about that today. Remember when Marcus fucking destroyed this table that he made like almost a year ago? He's like, guys, I'll fix it.
Look, we keep
still
giving him
fucked
other
up.
stuff to work on.
We
It's
do.
not his fault.
Let's stop giving him other stuff to work on. We should really fix this
Pull it
fucking
back
table.
a little bit.
We could just drill it out.
No, I don't want to do anything to it.
You need a really big drill bit to get the whole thing.
Not in one go.
Well, I mean, it'd
you
be cooler
could.
with one go.
Dude,
Why
is
would
there
you
one of those
drill it
hole
out?
saws?
I don't even understand. Like,
What do you mean?
drill it?
Yeah, you could.
It'd be easier
you'd
to
have to do a
cut it.
bunch.
Right, if you're an idiot, you can drill 7,000 holes, or you get a
Yeah.
saw and you cut it.
You get
Well,
like
if
a
you
paddle
drill
blade.
a hole
Why
and then
would
you can
you-
saw the thing
You
out.
could do that.
Or you
Jigsaw.
could
drill
just
so many holes.
jigsaw, yeah.
We're
You
back
don't
to the
go
home
saw
improvement stuff.
straight-
I
how
noticed.
would
I mean, you literally drill like 4 holes, and then that's it. You don't drill like 100 holes around it.
No, but if you had one of those big like hole drill saw things, it'd just be like one there, one
A
there, and
drill.
then you just scraping the end off.
Yeah, I mean that would be more acceptable to drill like pilot holes to get the saw in. Correct.
Sure.
I'm not agreeing with just drill holes around the entire circle.
I mean, you could.
Yeah,
it's not-
you
it's not
could.
like
It's not
the way to do
It's
it.
not really, the most efficient.
It would
way.
be cool if there was a sort of like a cup that
Here's-
was the exact right, and we just
Well,
bash it out.
that's the difference. You can get that with the drill holes. If you
Yeah.
did drill holes all around it and went, it would just fall right out. That would be cool.
Can we just do it?
No, we're just gonna have a hole in the table.
There'd be
It's
sawdust
gonna
all
be
over
even
it.
worse than it is. If the hole's smaller than this, that's fine.
There we
Because
go.
then we can just cover it.
Unfortunately, the
But it
brand is
won't-
not.
It won't cover it. Yeah.
Why?
Did
We
we ever-
could tape it.
Just stop. You want to put a glory hole in the fucking table? Was that dick coming
That's
through
a-
the bottom of it?
That's a big glory hole.
Just tape it. Well,
How about what if
you
we
gotta
just-
have
It's like
space
a-
for
it's
the
like
mouth,
a whole
man.
sack.
What if we
hole,
introduce
yeah.
a
You could
new
put the sack through
It's
it.
like a whole
a
thing.
new regular character for the Off Topic podcast?
Who's
We
that?
Cut the glory hole, and then each week some different dude's dick pops up, and we'll put a sock on it and a little like a bunny ears in there. and
Oh,
it'll be
put
like
googly eyes on it
yeah,
too.
and it'll be
Hold
just
on.
like a
And the
fifth
audience,
character.
the audience will never know whose dick it is, except it's probably not whoever's on the cast.
It's just
I mean, this
And
is
also
a
we
pretty
can
solid
see-
table, right?
very solid.
We
This
can
is
see
solid
under the
blue.
table.
It's not hollow.
Yeah, it's not hollow. So
Gee, I wonder who it could be, guys.
You see, Matt was emulating like he was putting his dick through
right.
the table.
exactly.
what if we just sanded it down really well
mean,
and
that's-
made like a little bowl for snacks?
I mean, it certainly.
It'd be like a
Bowl
pub.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put pork scratching in it.
Pork scratchings.
scratchings.
Hog lumps.
How do you think those are
Hog
made?
lumps? Oh,
That's what that's what they're called in Shaun of the Dead. Hog lumps.
I think I probably just didn't
It was like
understand what the hell they were talking about then.
I assume it was
Yeah.
like a fake brand for pork scratching.
Ah.
Hog lumps.
Pork scratching sounds so gross. It sounds like someone to harvest them walked up to a
Well,
pig
when
and
you
was just
think
like,
about it, pork skin sounds not great
Well,
either.
I mean, I know, but still, like the way he's describing it, it's not the skin;
think
it's
you
how
just-
you get it. I'm not happy about. Like, it's,
Matt's upset with the process.
the Freddy
There you
Krueger
go.
style
I
extraction.
mean,
that
I'm
you're-
just like peeling a potato.
a
Sure.
screaming, squealing
It's
potato.
dead. You're not gonna
no,
peel a live.
You
pig.
want it fresh. You don't want it dead for weeks and then you're gonna eat it.
Pare it right off there, straight into the fryer, into your mouth. There you go. It's like,
I don't
when,
like,
when they kill, have the fish where they cut off parts of it and it's still swimming around.
That's horrible. Though.
It's pretty horrible. I hope they don't do that
It's a
anymore.
boo. Well, they probably do in Asia.
Yeah, they also eat, live
What?
octopi.
That's where that's from, isn't it?
I don't know.
They eat a ton of live stuff.
Yeah, but nobody cares about cephalopods.
Well, they can grow back
Is that an animal?
their tentacles, right?
Apparently so.
No, it was an
Well,
animal
they
or a
eat the whole
bird?
thing, so.
I had a conversation with Mika about this on a stream once where I don't want to eat octopus because they can grow back. I don't want
So
to eat.
are you worried about some kind of
I'm worried-
Deadpool-esque regeneration in
Yes.
your stomach?
They don't. They
Because-
grow back from the middle, not from like the tentacles.
Some of them do.
What?
What do you mean
I mean,
some of them?
Like if
I
you
don't- I don't-
cut his hand off, it's not going to grow
Okay.
the rest of the octopus back.
It's
Yeah.
one of those key issues
Let me-
with any regenerating mutant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
You
the
never
thing,
know.
though. You never know because, like,
It's actually-
the
it's
power,
true.
The power of regeneration that was like a thing that mutated and they evolved it over the centuries.
They got it from Doctor Who.
Yes, exactly. But what happens when you eat the one octopus that can grow back from the tentacle?
I have actually heard that because the nervous system is like just all throughout the
Distributed.
thing. If you cut off the tentacle of some octopus, the tentacle will swim around and try and feed a mouth that it no longer has. It will like collect food and just be feeding nothing.
Doesn't it still
And I
need
don't want to put that in my stomach.
blood?
Does an octopus have blood?
It's still got.
What's it got?
Maybe some sort of
Oct-
just
ink.
electricity goo.
Electricity goo.
Plasma.
Does plasma
I was
trans?
like, throw in the word plasma at the end.
This
I
is
mean,
where
well, you
they,
do have plasma
they yell
in
the
blood,
answer out
but-
again.
I
Anyone?
think we've gone way past.
I'm gonna guess it has
normal
blood.
I'm
knowledge.
just gonna recuse myself from this conversation.
I think somewhere there's a clip of an octopus tentacle just swimming around, just like trying to grab
I
stuff.
bet
How would it
I'm
know how to
sure.
swim? It's never been a self-swimming object before.
It's no central brain. It's just
That's
all,
true.
It would be like if your brain was spread across and some of your brain was in your arm. You'd be like, well, I'm gonna go
I
get
like
food.
to think that's true. Well, that could be true.
It sure
like,
could be autonomous. Yeah, it's
people
possible.
have phantom pains when they get their arms cut off, right?
That's not related to this discussion at all.
Well,
but sure, go ahead.
He's saying that, like, what if a little bit of your brain was in your arm? Your nervous system could be a little bit of your brain. I don't know how it
Yeah,
works.
I mean, it's just like electrical impulses for us. It's not like
Yeah.
decision making, but
I don't think there's any gray matter in your left forearm.
let's
Alright.
just play the clip of the octopus tentacles swimming around like a crazy bastard trying to get food.
I'm with you on
And
this,
if you
though.
can't
good.
find that
Because-
clip,
If you can't find that,
if you can't find that clip, maybe play the clip for theater mode. We talked about it 30 minutes ago. And then we just kind of stopped talking about
Hey,
it.
they found that one.
Yeah.
They'll play the theater mode.
So I started
While
on this
waiting for it.
conversation. This is where I browned out hard. So I don't know. I have no idea what clip this is. I know at some point Jeremy got a ladder. It was me, Jack, and Jeremy, and it got
A-frame?
wild. It was an A-frame ladder.
Okay.
Are we gonna see our first fucking kill right here? What's he running from? Where's the chick that was blowing him? Oh,
You're
you're gonna get your dick cut off.
I saw them bring it over.
He's gonna get his dick cut off.
Oh my god!
They're gonna cut his dick off.
Oh god.
I like that they turned it.
Because he's got an erection.
Oh!
Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh, wait.
How many
There
drinks
it
do we
is.
have to do right now?
Let's go.
We just saw butt,
All right.
dick, dismemberment. Was that not on there?
That wasn't on there.
Okay,
Okay, oh my
butt,
God.
dick, and fucking
And note.
hateful note. That's 3 shots right there.
3 in a row.
Jesus
We're off to a
Christ.
good start. Here we go.
I- I've only been in this country for 5 years. I don't know that.
I don't know what a commitment is.
And I stumble. What was abs? You got to do arms and legs at the same time, up and down. Yeah, there you go. Now you're
God.
doing it.
I'm hitting
Yep, now you're doing it. Jeremy's doing Superman, and Superman's dead. That's what happens when Superman gets hit with kryptonite. Completely stopped watching the movie. So it's like that intro. I did 3 shots and it went. It was awesome.
I like that Jeremy was like right at the top of the frame too. He's like getting cut off as well.
He left and just came back with it. I don't remember why he just got he started drinking. He was like, it was like stormy Jeremy. No, he was like, I can't remember what he said last week. He was like, I don't get riled up or something like that. He had some kind of
Rowdy.
Rowdy. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't get rowdy. Jeremy's like the rowdiest person I know.
Yeah, he wants
Like,
to fight
What
all
the
the
fuck?
time.
What the fuck are you talking about?
hilarious
That's
as
exactly
hell.
what I said. I was go, Jeremy, you want to fight people all the time? He's like, well, that's different. I'm like, that's not rowdy. So he's
Sometimes
like,
I'll say something in the office and he'll just be like, I'm fine. I'm fine. And he holds himself back.
I also like how many times he tells you that he would have hit you.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
like, 5 years ago, man.
yeah, I'm like, I'm glad he didn't.
But yeah, he was Supermaning. That's a core exercise.
Oh, have you done that?
Yeah, I think I told him to do it. I believe that was like a brown. I was like, yeah, I sort of remember that. That was like a moment where Jack was telling me a couple days later, and he was like, oh, Jeremy got the ladder.
I like that.
Oh yeah, I
I like
remember
it
the
whole
ladder.
cuts from you making fun of the movie to you completely spun around, just being like,
Bap, 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 bap.
it's like completely not.
Actually, that's probably not even Macy Gray. I don't know why I say. Is it Macy Gray?
I
Yeah,
have
that's
no
basically
idea what
Is
song
it?
that was.
I stumble.
Yeah, that's basically
Yeah,
great.
no,
Try
that's
to walk
basically
away. I didn't remember how we got on that, but I bet it's in the episode of theater mode.
Didn't remember that in the movie.
Oh yeah?
That it was Macy Gray.
Well, I knew it now. I knew it now.
Tune in next week when Michael maybe
I
can
didn't-
What else will he remember?
I didn't remember it was in the movie. Is what
I got the Letterman jacket because there's a guy wearing a Letterman jacket.
Yeah,
Then
that
he got
guy
his
also got his dick cut off.
chopped off.
True,
I
got his
don't
dick
know
cut
I
off.
like that
That
the,
was like the
By
first.
the achievement of her Letterman jacket, your dick won't get cut off.
That was like the
Probably.
first.
Who knows?
You don't know that. That was like the first 4 minutes of the film.
I like that he X'd it out and then wrote R.I.P. As if he
Yeah.
didn't know what a red X through someone's face meant.
Yeah. They
Oh,
even.
what was that again?
I'll spoil that because we just showed the clip of whatever. But like that scenario too of like, wait, how did he cut his dick off? He was getting a blowy just like in the middle of the field, and the killer showed up. So it was him running with his pants around his ankles while he had an erection. So he was erect the entire time he was hiding behind the tree. So he got his dick cut off as it was erect.
Did we blur the dick? Or is
Yeah,
it blur?
no, they blurred it.
Okay.
We
I was
blurred it
gonna
for
say, I
this.
was like,
Don't worry, in
at
the
least-
full version, it's total dick.
At
Yeah,
least
it's
pull
dick.
focus
It's
correctly on a penis.
it's all like covered in like ketchup blood too. It's just like it looks like a dick in there. It's not like a clear it's not like a full blown trauma dick. You know, like here's a dick. Look at the head. See the veins in it. You know what I mean? Like
Fully rendered.
Like fucking Father's Day was like, look at this dick. Look at it. It's low. The guy's putting it in his mouth. Yeah, he's biting it. Several dicks got bitten in that movie. Several. Not even one. Not even one.
Nothing could be worse than that RoboCop dick video.
Oh God, that one was so bad.
That's so good.
It might have been more
It's
dicks
so
than I'd ever
good.
seen up in my life up to that point.
and they're all ruined.
Yeah. If you're unfamiliar, there's a scene in the original RoboCop, which I assume 80s, hard like classic 80s film, like blood and tits and guns. You know, just like people doing blow in it. you know?
Bitches, leave!
Yeah. So fucking RoboCop shows up, you know, he's a robot at this point, to like some nefarious thugs doing some shit, and there's like dudes like grabbing on this chick, and she's like, help me, and she's got like a skirt on, and he's like, let her go, and she won't let her go. Does the guy like take his dick out too at some point, or
He
no?
does, I think.
Like,
maybe.
I think you...
There's a suggestion. That
There's a suggestion, but I guess you don't see it, because
Yeah,
they
I
wouldn't show
no,
a dick
no,
in the
no.
80s.
I don't
They
think you see it.
didn't do that
No.
shit back then. But RoboCop ends up blasted, and it goes in between her skirt and hits the guy in his dick.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God. So someone made like this fucking spoof video. And it's like essentially that scene, and RoboCop shoots like 100 dicks.
It's
And
like-
it's all like zoomed in on them, like falling apart. And the guy's like, ah! And like their dicks are like getting blasted to shreds. And he's just like shooting and shooting and shooting.
And
Fucking
at some
Col-
point, it's just like a montage of like prosthetic penises just getting blown apart.
Please
And
find
it's not
that
CG.
clip. It's
like
amazing.
actual practical
It takes
effects.
that scene and turns it into a horde mode of dick murder.
It's so good. Colton fucking showed us that on Laser Team. He's like, yo, you seen the RoboCop dick video? I'm like,
He
no.
showed it. He showed it to Ali DeBerry, and I've got a great picture of her watching the video, like,
It was so good.
oh,
I'm good.
Poor Ally.
Another shameful
yeah.
day in searching for things on the internet. I just searched RoboCop dick.
it's like 5 minutes of dicks.
It's
There it is.
it's a couple
We'd have
minutes.
one, right?
It's
Very
fucking
not safe for
incredible.
work. Our RoboCop remake.
Yeah, they probably won't show it. If they
Probably
blurred out the dick from theater mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Probably,
there's no
probably
way
wouldn't
to
show the RoboCop
show
50
that.
dick. Although it's on YouTube, isn't it?
Uh,
Pretty sure the video's on
I
YouTube.
don't know.
so we can play it.
I mean, if it's on YouTube, we can play it. Well, yeah. I almost interrupted myself with another thought, and I'm like, no, we're good.
Trying to find a place to actually have a play button. May not be on YouTube.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it might be one of those things where like it originated on YouTube and then they took it down.
You're allowed dicks on YouTube if it's art or documentary.
Well, this
right?
is fucking art.
It was art,
I mean, there's no question.
and it wasn't real dicks.
Yeah,
It wasn't real
that's-
dicks.
if they're
And
not
again,
real,
like
it's fine,
RoboCop's
right?
art is based on that.
Here we go. No dicks were harmed during the filming of the scene. Don't.
It's vicious.
Not on YouTube though. It's on Vimeo.
Ah, okay. All right, that's
That's why you keep your dicks.
yeah. That's where you keep your dick videos on Vimeo.
It's in
It's in the link
There we
dump,
go.
so check it
Okay,
out.
there you go.
Check it out at your own will. It's wild.
Have you seen it?
I don't think I have.
All right, while
You
you read
enjoy
that,
it.
I'll
Yeah, why
read
don't you watch
or
that in
yeah.
silence while I do this incredible ad read? You perfected your wardrobe. But what about the stuff not everybody gets to see? That's where MeUndies comes in. They're seriously soft, feel-good undies delivered right to your door. MeUndies are designed in LA and made from sustainably sourced micro-modal, a fabric 3 times softer than cotton. MeUndies, softer than soft. Luxe undies come in an ever-changing selection of classic colors, bold shades, and adventurous patterns so you can tailor your undies to your own personal style. And guess what? You can save time and money each month with a monthly subscription. And if you're not ready for a subscription, that's okay. You can still save. That's because MeUndies is offering you 20% off your first pair. Just use our special URL, that's a URL, MeUndies.com/off-topic, and get 20% off your first pair. So go ahead, revamp your underwear drawer. You deserve it. That's MeUndies.com/off-topic, MeUndies.com/off-topic. Even Ryan Haywood wears them.
Currently.
Yeah, even right now. I'll tell you what, most of those guys in that clip, they weren't wearing MeUndies.
Definitely not.
They were not.
They don't look comfy.
Okay. I forgot that he basically stumbles on like 8 sexual assaults
Right,
in the
right.
same
It's like, oh no,
sentence.
and then the camera just keeps panning, and there's
What?
like, it's like all happening at once.
What I like is like after he saves one of them, they don't leave. They're just like, let's see how this plays out. I want to see.
Now they're just coming from everywhere.
I'll have to make time after this podcast to watch that again.
He was so into shooting him. He's like,
It just kept going.
I don't know if have you seen Robocop?
I've seen like the newer one.
So no,
So
the
no.
answer is no.
So basically, the first part of that is almost shot for shot what actually happened in the movie. Where it was just he's like targeting right through the legs.
Robocop's a pretty gruesome start.
Yeah.
yeah.
When he gets
He
blown
becomes
away.
Robocop in a nice way.
He gets blown to pieces with guns.
Shot to pieces.
Like
yeah.
just shot. Like he gets his arms shot off of
I think
him.
at one point he like holds up one of his hands and his hand just goes.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Well, like back in the '80s, becoming a robot wasn't really that appealing. Like today, it's like, yeah, okay, I could do like a robot.
I
arm
mean,
or some
becoming a
shit.
robot was not an option back then.
Well, that's
Matt.
true.
He was the first one.
Well, they had
okay?
to- I
That's
mean,
the
They had to,
Robocop.
they had
If
to
you're talking
address
about-
the idea. To
Like
the
in
people.
pop culture, they had already had the $6 Million Man. I mean,
I guess that's true.
that version was not so bad.
What-
Yeah, that was like
what would
huge.
that-
It was all internal, right?
What would
Yeah.
that show be called? Adjusted for inflation?
Yeah,
$1 trillion man.
probably.
Because given $6 million, I couldn't make a good robot.
Nah, not one that
They
you
couldn't
pass
back
as a
then,
human.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like falling apart, walking around.
I like
Oh no!
I like the idea of like today. I could see someone being like, "You have $6 million to make the most sophisticated robot ever of all time," and the guy's like, "I'll do this." And then like a year later, they come back and like, "What do you got?" And he's like, $6 million later, I have the most advanced, complicated vagina ever created." It's literally like just the vagina for the guy to fuck. Like that's what $6 million would get him. Like in this day and age, he's like, I have the most technologically advanced fleshlight that has ever been created.
They'd probably be okay with that.
Oh yeah. To be fair, they used the funding from that to make like
There you go.
a full robot.
Well,
person.
sure.
That's a good place to start. Now just
Exactly.
go out from
Then
there.
it's just a body of nothing but vaginas. You can just fuck it anywhere.
Anyway.
Oh. Ugh.
I like how you took that. Like, yeah, you can make anything after that. I'm gonna make a monster.
If you right,
yeah.
if
Just
you
double
met,
down.
Yeah.
If you met a vag woman
A vag
where
woman.
she was just literally
Straight up flaps.
made of vaginas,
Yeah.
maybe like 250 vaginas,
Right.
and that's what she's
Does she
comprised
have,
of.
whenever she has a period, is it all at once or just like one?
Ryan, come on, that's disgusting.
Good God.
All right.
It's a valid question.
I mean, he's not wrong. Yeah,
I
it's
mean, I
something
just
you
want
need
to know if every
in this
ride is
situation.
Like, not
closed
each
by
one
the
is
time
know.
the month strikes.
Not each one is
Every
connected
ride
to
is closed.
the whole working.
We don't
like,
know.
Well, yeah.
You're explaining it.
You're talking about some type of fictional vag woman. That
Come on, Ryan. Don't be childish.
Don't make it weird.
They're not all
Come on.
connected. They're not all real. Idiot.
So anyway, this woman's coming up to you,
Yes.
and she's consenting. You can have sex with her anywhere. Would you go for the standard vag, or would you try out one of the other ones?
Like
Well,
one of the other
I mean-
249.
I'm gonna say it's like, bottom.
I mean, if you're gonna stick
I'm
your
gonna be
dick in it,
honest.
why not?
I don't feel that I would be all that into vag woman.
Okay.
Just-
yeah,
There's too
I'm a-
many.
I'm-
It's
yeah.
almost that thing where people are like afraid of bunches of tiny holes in things. It's one of those phobias. It's not real though.
those
it
weird
seems
ones.
it seems like a weird enemy that Rita Repulsa would make in Power Rangers, where it's
Right?
like, get me vag woman.
Well, it'd be like a little vag that she hits and then
Yeah,
it
it
would
just
grow.
grows.
Well, she waits
Make
till
my
you're,
vag grow.
she waits till you're inside to grow. Then it's no good.
That woman must have blown out her throat doing the voice
Nah.
for that.
Probably. Well, no, it's like she recorded it once, right? And then after that, every time the monster had to
Bullshit.
grow,
They,
she
used,
just
they wanted a new one every time.
New take. Yeah.
But the actual real voice wasn't that scratchy.
What do you mean?
no, it,
You mean the Japanese?
Well, it's,
That was
it's a
like-
Japanese woman, right?
I have no idea.
no, like
It's a
all
Japanese
the
show.
all the
Under
English
all, like,
parts
the-
were like filmed here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, she's like dubbed all the time.
I don't know. She might be. I
Well,
don't
the only
hear
thing,
enough.
the
I have
only
no
part
idea.
they reshot for the U.S. was the
The-
part with all the white people.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
the out of suit stuff.
Yeah.
But she was all suited up, and you can see
Yeah.
her face.
You can see her
but-
face.
see
I
her-
have no idea.
But I'm
You
pretty
see
sure
her
she was
next to
like-
the out of
That
suit
I can't
people.
tell you. I was a stupid 7-year-old back then.
I'm
so I
pretty sure she
couldn't
was
tell you
just a Japanese woman who didn't speak English.
But
and
no, you-
they just dubbed her
You
voice.
totally saw her with the Green Ranger, who was a
Tommy.
American. Yeah, Tommy.
They
Oh,
just-
that's
they,
true.
Like shoot that specifically? Then?
I don't know.
I don't know that
Green screen him in?
it's true.
I
really don't know.
Or not. Yeah,
no
I don't know.
idea.
I,
she was
somebody
dubbed like
over
a-
there might.
her lips never matched up though. So if she was not dubbed, then she was not good at matching
controlling her
sounds
mouth,
to
yeah.
mouth movements.
They sounded great when they were in the suits, though.
They did.
Hey, there he is. Let's go get him. Okay, I'm white. Let's fight. I'm doing. I'm Jason. I'm doing a backflip. Look at my suit. Look. Hey, how are you?
Did you see that clip
shit.
of Hugh Jackman? Can remember his name for a second. Doing the ADR for Wolverine.
No.
Oh, I did see
You
that.
got into that.
I mean, that is like dedication to a role. He was working up a sweat in like 20 seconds of ADR.
Well, they were doing the scene where he was.
He was running. He
in
was like
Logan.
running on the spot.
It's from the one from the trailer where
And
he's
he's
just running
mimicking
through the forest.
everything
and,
he
like,
does in the recording booth,
Yeah.
and he's also wearing headphones. So he's like doing all this stuff, but also holding
like
his
flying
headphones.
out,
He's like, and then he's like, and then at the end of it, he's just like. I wonder
That's
if
awesome.
he
There
exerted
it is.
more
Yeah,
energy.
there you
Yeah,
go.
look at this. He's like totally in it, holding on his headphones.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
There's so much. Yeah, he's doing a lot of running too. The yell he gives at the end of that is just amazing.
It's like also cool. You see him
And
like,
look at his
act
hands.
out,
Like, he's got his-
ripping a guy's
He's got his
heart out.
hand clenched, and then he like unclenches
He's got
it.
like the growl.
And he clenches it again. So all this stuff that it just like you'll never see.
It's
I mean, you can
honestly
see it.
like
it's like it's such commitment.
it's the
I love
best fucking thing ever about the link for the animation studio.
The what? No,
What?
never mind.
Weird. Oh, is that a thing? Is that a thing? Well, whatever. The animation studio. There's so much fucking space to actually do that. Like
Yeah.
our sound
Yeah.
booth here is like this fucking big, and you're like, "Hey, I'm doing."
Yeah,
we're
I
doing
think I
ours, right?
bashed my arm on the script holder when I was doing the rap. I
It's
was
literally
barely
like,
moving.
yeah, it's like a fucking 2x2 box. Like
mean-
that place. I mean, it's not that we just saw in Logan, but it's fucking close, man. Like you can run around in there. Every time I go in there, I just like run in circles. I've been doing camp
Well,
camp
it's
like
like
the last
where
couple
we
weeks.
did a ADR for Laser Team. Similar
That
sort
was
of
fucking. That was like insane. That place. That was just like money. It was like the studio that we rented. To
I will
do
say
the
it's
ADR.
been an absolute joy watching Hugh Jackman be Wolverine.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
I like Hugh Jackman.
17 years.
I like Hugh.
He really gave like a significant wedge of his life to that character.
He did, and it's weird seeing him do interviews off of it because he seems like such a genuinely like sweet,
Yeah.
kind of innocent guy.
He's a fucking like Broadway guy, right?
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
a Broadway singer.
He's
That's
got a
like-
huge man crush on
Yeah.
like Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart. Whenever you see them do
Well,
interviews
yeah, you, like,
together, he's
grew up
like
watching them, didn't you?
all over that. Like,
I saw this amazing before and after photo, and it was like the same show. I don't know what show it was, but it was like some kind of talk show, some kind of interview thing, and it was Hugh Jackman, James McAvoy, and who's the other one?
Guy who plays Magneto.
Young Magneto, Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the Graham Norton interview show?
Yeah, I guess. And it was the three of them. And then there was another shot of Hugh Jackman, Ian McKellen, and Patrick Stewart. And someone was like, man, how long were they there?
Yeah. He's great.
Yeah.
That was an outtake, I think, from one of the Wolverine movies where he was like, it was like when he was at his beefiest and he's like stacked, all his veins are popping out. And it's like, man, I can see your blood moving in your body there. And he's just like, ah, and he like leaps, but he like bumps the camera. And then he just snaps straight back to Australia. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's just like really funny. It's like, from like, I'm going to rip your throat out to, oh my God, are you all right? Just snaps into it like that. Or out.
It's actually-
Dude,
they
that's
cut
like that.
from the movie.
that video. Oh man, you spurted there.
Yeah, you did.
It was like that video when he was doing. I think he was doing deadlifts. It was like that like shot of him holding like I don't know how many hundreds of pounds of weight. He's like a couple of years old now, and he's like, it looks like his face is like coming out of his head, and it's just like all his veins. Like it's a picture, and you can see them moving. You know, it's fucking crazy. That dude worked out like insane. We've talked about this a million times. Like you watch X-Men 1, he's like, I'm Wolverine. Like the 2000 X-Men, he's in good shape, but he's like a 30-year-old dude that
He's
I
pretty
guess
lean.
works out, and that's it. And then he ate himself to become where he is now. That's the trend, man. If you want to be like a superhero nowadays, you got a Chris Pratt or Chris Evans, friggin' Hugh Jackman. Like you got to just like get big and eat people. The Rock ruined it for
There
everybody.
he
Yeah,
is.
that's the photo I'm talking about. It's like what a
Couldn't kill
nut. That was like some sort of insane amount of weight. I can't remember what it was, but
Probably like 2 Patrick Stewart's worth of weight.
it's probably
He was prepped for
I'm
that.
gonna say maybe 3.
Apparently for Logan, Patrick Stewart lost like 20 pounds for the role.
He's like
Of
in his
a man
70s.
of like
Yeah,
70,
yeah.
I assume 74 when he filmed that. That's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
It has to be. That's a commitment to a
They
role as
both
well.
looked fucking awful in that film, in like the best way ever. Like they just looked great, but it was like, oh my god, like they destroyed themselves to like get there. That obviously combined with like the makeup and the special effects and everything like that. But like Hugh Jackman looked fucking awful. He looked terrible. Like I was like, oh man, Hugh.
And he had like
He's
so
just
many.
paler and paler.
He was
as
just
the thing
paler
went on,
and just like so many just welts and scars and just like growths and just like all kinds of just like you just been fucked up forever. You know, it wasn't like the classic movie like I have a scar on my face. You know, it was just like 80 years of getting cut and stabbing yourselves and all kinds of
How
shit.
old is the character in that movie? He's gonna be like 250.
No,
years
he's
old.
not that old.
No, he predates the American Civil War.
Oh, does he really?
Well, I mean, in
fucking
Wolverine Origins, he's like bone clawed and like running in the olden times, and he's like fully grown man.
I didn't think he was
I
200.
want to say he's around 200.
Shit.
Like,
So he looks pretty good for 200, especially considering he's dying from like adamantium poisoning.
well, that only came in the
Yeah.
last section of his life. Weapon X would have been maybe the last
The thing is, it's like
60 years.
there's a whole timeline, but then it splits from
Yeah.
Days of Future Past. Oh, what was the? I don't know, it splits somewhere. There's like 2 timelines.
I don't even understand anything anymore. Like,
Yeah.
because I don't know if Logan is the canon timeline of the Marvel
I
like
think they said
X-Men
it's
films
not.
that are
They
now,
just didn't give a fuck. They
or
were
it's
just
not. But the other thing is they really don't have to give a fuck
Yeah.
because it's so far in the future. Like, it's not like, oh man, 2 more movies and then we're gonna hit that timeline. You know what I mean? Like they could never get to it ever again. So I have no idea where the hell it sits.
he
It
did
could be
say-
canon, but it's so far ahead they don't care, or it's just not canon. I don't know.
Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman both said that they'll never play those characters ever again, though.
Oh yeah.
Not even in cameos.
I mean, people
That was
say
it.
shit like that all the time though.
That's true.
That's true.
I mean, Hugh Jackman during that same interview where he was talking to Patrick Stewart was also like, well, at least I'll run out of money. All right. Well, let's see how far the merchandising takes me.
I think they'll probably never play Wolverine again. I don't know about a cameo ever in anything.
His cameo in First Class
was awesome. It was
Great.
like fuck you,
and,
fuck
and
off.
and it's interesting to, I mean, in that timeline, that eventually one will be older than the other, technically, like physically,
Yeah.
and then being like carried around by him.
Yeah.
When you think like,
That
back
was
to
the
moment.
first thing
that was
I
when
thought
they
of.
met, kind of, wasn't it? The first time they met.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, because even I will say, and maybe this is spoilers or whatever, but in this film, in Logan, Professor X makes direct references to the first X-Men film, but theoretically that wouldn't have happened after Days of Future Past.
No, that still could have happened.
Well, it's like literally he says in the film, Professor X says to Logan, "When I found you were a cage fighter."
Yeah,
But then after Days of Future Past, he met him in like the 60s.
he did.
You know what I mean?
That
So
is
it's
true.
like, is that the old timeline?
but then-
or I don't understand
Here's
any of
one of
that
the
works.
things that really is a mind.
It's just
fuck.
like time fucking.
Well, here's the thing: if Wolverine changes the past, then he no longer has to be sent back to the past to change the past.
Yup.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's the whole thing of like, time is a circle, so you really can't change it. And it's like he would then have to go back at some point. but-
Look, Judgment Day is
yeah,
happening.
Yeah, Judgment Day is happening.
Is that empty yet?
It looked empty-ish.
Can we crush it with a hammer?
Not on the table.
Come on now.
He's just trying to get rid of this thing.
There, we'll give it a little blanket.
Yeah, they'll be like.
There you go.
Well, no. What you should do is that the hammer gets the blanket, but the can doesn't.
I thought, sure.
So it should be like this.
Now, if you drive that through the table, that'll be just to catch the
I mean,
hammer.
I was just gonna drop it. We don't really
I'm
need
gonna
to
kind of.
swing it.
Yeah, you know when in the movies
Just
Thor
take the
just drops
glasses
the hammer.
off the
Yeah,
table.
we should probably get further away from the table.
Because
Nah,
this
I'm
is
not
the
worried about
movie.
the table,
Remember
but the
in the
glasses,
movies
for
when
sure.
Thor
We kill
crushes a
those all the
fucking
time.
Diet Coke can? Well, I'm sorry I'm ruining the illusion.
That's how he keeps his Thorish figure.
No, he does that from
All right,
banging Natalie
let's get
Portman.
the glass off the table, though, because if we learned anything, it's that glasses have a bad... There you go.
It was tasty.
All right, now the can is definitely going to shoot off in a direction.
No, it's
we'll
gonna get
find-
absolutely crumpled. Why would you hit it with that side?
Oh, God damn
It's
it.
bigger.
You're such a whiner.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was really cool. It crushed exactly halfway.
I really didn't know where you were going with it, too. I hit it, and I heard, that was and I was just expecting awful. I was genuinely surprised when you said awesome.
Look at it. It was like
That's
cool.
amazing. Hang on, let me spin it around a little bit so you really get the...
What a
It
hit.
just flat topped
It's like punching someone's head into their ribcage.
It's like this. You go like...
Don't bend your legs. Your legs didn't bend.
Yeah, well, you know.
It's, the head's got to go
Been,
somewhere.
like, perfectly straight down.
Hang on, let's see if I can. Okay, hang on. I say you really, it's as being a human being.
Yeah.
I always
doesn't-
forget that this is just a fake bar. It's
No,
like,
no, it's
you
real.
hit it,
This
and it was like.
This is real. This is
Solid.
sturdy. Yeah.
So you might as well finish it off,
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
but maybe a little bit more beans.
All right.
I mean, that was pretty.
Lovely.
Wow.
That
I
was
don't know
even
how
cooler.
you did that.
That was
Well, I
wicked.
just hit it with the giant
That's like-
40-pound hammer.
Go back to the close up.
It's perfectly
Yeah,
around
look
the
at that.
bottom like
That
that.
was so satisfying. I can't believe how cool that was.
That actually looks real nice. It's very flat.
You want to bash it from the other end?
Audio listeners,
No,
you
it's so
love this.
perfect.
I can tell.
Well, we smashed a Diet Coke can.
You made a
That they know.
puck.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a hockey
is.
puck.
And then on the set.
Yeah, that's the. What a
Oh, man.
what a good idea that was.
Yeah, and we didn't even fuck up the table.
Not really. There's
No,
some
I mean,
dust
it's
on it
already
now,
fucked up.
but the
Well,
dust
that's-
came from the
Yeah,
hammer.
when he
Dude.
hit it, there's like a
So
dust.
I had
layer
this
fell
in here.
off.
Have you guys played the Nintendo Switch?
No, what?
Did you know it's a thing?
I
So
didn't.
it's like a console, but it's also portable, and you can just bring it.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Here's what it needs, right?
Yeah, you're right, Ryan.
Why
I mean,
are you?
I mean, Ryan, there's some
fucking
serious air
downer
quotes
on
there.
all
No,
of
he's not wrong.
I
He's
mean,
not
a
wrong.
DS
but I'm
is
okay
a,
with it.
A DS is a handheld console.
it?
And
Yeah, but it's like the fact that it's my brain is like it's not a handheld, but it is a handheld.
Look, do you want to have a word that means something, or do you just want to make everything something? Like, are we gonna turn this into like, oh, I'm gonna Xerox it and steal the company name? Like, if you want to call it a console, it needs to have an actual defined set of.
What does that mean?
What are you right? Let
What
me
is
ask,
a
let me
console?
ask
Yeah,
you this.
exactly.
What are you on about? What are you talking
He's
about?
getting
it's
to
not
it.
like it's not like a brand name that we're calling it a console.
You know what?
I mean, it's a Nintendo. What do you mean?
I'm gonna do the thing I keep doing lately, and I'm gonna look
Look
it
it
up.
up.
Maybe
Ryan's
let's
learning.
see what
He's trying to
console
learn.
means exactly.
I'll say this before you look it up. To me, playing video games whole life, consoles, you're at your house and they're hooked up to your TV, and then handhelds you carry around with you.
But
That's
it's
it.
handheld.
that's a
Handheld is
fair
short for
assessment.
handheld
All right,
console.
a console
It's true.
is to comfort someone in a time of grief.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's
That's comforting.
I mean,
true. It's
right
very
there.
comforting. It's very comforting.
Let me console you.
I'm playing Zelda right now, like this.
He really is.
do you
Look,
like
I really am. Show it to the camera.
he's actually Zelda in
That's.
right
It's like a
now.
little-
Now, what I tell you though, the divided controllers,
It's not bad. I'll
Yeah.
wait so if they punch in so I can actually see the game because I can't see it because you're not pointing it towards me.
You'll have to play through
There we
the.
go.
The
Oh, yeah,
lag
we're
of-
good.
lag
Oh,
of
you
two
got some.
screens.
There's
Got
actually
some
there's
hertz.
not really lag at all. It's fine. Stop shaking it.
Sorry.
Watch this. I'm gonna jump off. Oh.
Yeah, dude, glide.
Huh.
Oh, amazing.
There you go.
Hey, don't sprint before your glide because you'll run out.
You do.
All right.
Pretty quick.
They may have
Oh, you're about to
just
get
barely.
Turned it off.
He did turn it off on
They
me.
may have just barely eked in on the console moniker.
Okay.
So it is. I mean, aside from being to comfort someone and a cabinet,
course.
It's also a cabinet.
All right, you got us. That's not a cabinet.
it's not a cabinet.
That's fair.
It could be a shelf, I guess, if you were to prop it up
Yeah.
between things. It is an electronic system that connects to a display as a television set. I would assume they meant as in a television set, and is used primarily to play video games.
So as long as you can
It's-
connect it with a video out of some sort,
Apparently,
it's a console.
anything's a console.
So that
PC is a console.
It is.
I would think so. Yeah. I would say PC is a console.
PC's kind of like a.
See, in the
Semi-upgradable
past, I would put it as like
console, but
it's
Well-
a device that a company makes so they can play their games on it. But now every game
Hold
is on
on.
every console.
I guess to be fair, a PC I wouldn't necessarily argue is used primarily to play video games, unless
true.
you've created a PC
A
for that
PC
purpose.
also
Gaming PC.
Yes.
That's like a Steam box.
Right.
That's kind of.
Now,
That's
There's no
a console.
different types of
Yeah.
PC that work with different types of games. But there are some console games.
He means
that only
like
work on that console.
exclusives, like PlayStations on PlayStation. There's
Like
no,
I can't put a
I feel like
PS4
there's,
game
like,
in my
Mac
Xbox
exclusive games, right?
So,
I might be
how does that
imagining
relate to a
but-
PC though?
because a PC you can just get a PC game.
any game ever on PC will play on any PC.
Multiple
That's what he's
companies
saying.
make multiple PCs, but all the
It's true.
games work on PC as a.
There's not like
Well, I mean-
a bunch of Xboxes.
But you can't play a PlayStation game on a PC.
But there are a
so
bunch
there's
of
still,
PS4.
If you try
it's
hard
just
enough,
another
you
thing.
can't, yeah.
It's true.
We're just at a point in time where anyone can make anything, and you can make all of the steps in between everything that everyone's made. So
You know
now
what
it's just
else,
like
though?
there's
And
just Venn diagram.
and
There you go. That-
any idea you've ever had, someone else already thought of it.
It's
so
true.
Don't
It's
bother.
true.
But that also means that if that gets to be called a console, then so does an N-Gage.
Does that connect to a TV?
Probably.
Probably.
Here's what I don't like about the Switch.
Engage like just a little box. Or
No,
that's
Engage was the phone.
Oh, yeah.
The shitty little mobile
It was
thing.
the
It was
phone
a Nokia,
and...
wasn't it?
I was thinking
Yeah,
of
it
the
was Nokia
Ouya
Engage.
that died.
Most of
pretty
those have
quick.
some kind of video output.
They actually had game cartridges for this. But
It's a
here's what
console.
here's what I don't like about it. The Wii U, right? The console is the thing without the screen, but it streams your game to the gamepad.
The gamepad,
which
yes.
means you can
Sometimes.
play on the TV, and then if you want, you can just walk around with it like this. But the Switch won't go the other way. You can't stream your Switch to the socket
dock,
thing,
the
the
dock,
dock.
that's what it's called.
I keep calling it a
Would
sock.
you really want to?
But why
Switch
would
dock.
you need that?
Yeah, would you really want to hold
Because
the whole thing?
what if you
want
want to play? What if you want to play like this on a TV, like you would with a?
I mean,
Wii U gamepad?
I get
The
your...
only
But you
advantage
have
is
to
that
put
it's
it.
split.
You have to go and put it over there.
Yeah, I mean,
I would like to be able
controls
to have like multi-functionality where I'm playing Zelda, the game's over there, and my inventory's over here.
Now, second screen would
Like
be a
the
very
Wii U.
useful
yeah,
feature.
you're
but yeah.
you're saying use the screen as a second
Yeah.
screen, which is literally what
Which
they
you
did
can
on the
do.
Wii U.
without any cables.
But
with
the Wii U had a lot of brains in the dock part of it.
Yeah,
This is trying
yeah,
to do everything.
exactly.
off that.
Also, the Wii U, you got 10 feet away from the fucking Wii U, and the gamepad didn't work. I mean, you had to be like right here. You couldn't go through a wall. It
You
wouldn't
could go
work.
through a wall, but you could be far line of sight from it.
Sure, you'd be in the same room,
Yeah.
and it would work. And that was like I said,
couldn't go
literally
and take a dump.
Zelda alone. I couldn't take a dump.
No.
Couldn't take a dump with it. But
That would've been great.
Wind Waker and Twilight Princess,
Mm-hmm.
fucking amazing to have your menu right in front of you, so you never pause the game. It's
one
like,
annoying
I'm playing,
thing-
I'm playing, all right, I'm moving shit, and then I'm still playing.
One
I
annoying
played
thing
Wind
about
Waker
Zelda.
recently.
I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
It's stepping
Sorry.
on everyone
That's
today.
off topic.
We all have opinions and we want to share them.
When you like open a chest and your stuff's full, it's like, man, now I have to shut the chest, press a menu, figure that out,
That's
or
bullshit.
throw one away, like literally
bullshit.
throw it.
That's way
Then
better
you
than
reopen the chest. It's like if my inventory was here, I could just be like, get out of it.
I'll give you that, and I wish they did that. But even without that option of the second screen, when I open the chest, you should fucking say, "Hey, you're full. Do you want to drop something?"
Yeah, like
Yeah,
what do you
that
want
would
to
be
drop?
a bad
Like
solution.
you have to sit.
It's like,
it's
what
just
don't you want?
it's just like, oh, it's full, and then you hit OK, and then it just closes again. Then you have to open your menu. Then you have to get rid of item. Then you have to go through the whole animation of opening it all over again, which is like 5 seconds, but it's like
Yeah.
do 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 do, and then like the thing spins and then it opens.
It gets tedious like after the 50th time you do it.
Right, exactly. And I've already started, like, I literally get to a chest sometimes, and I'll just throw an
Beer
item.
in your eye?
What in my eyes?
What went in your eye? Your
I
own
just,
beer?
I'm at the level of beer
Oh,
where you take
man.
a sip. And
It's
like,
on your nose, too. Look.
Yeah, it
Look.
just sloshed into my face.
I've trained myself now to, like, start throwing shit before I get to a chest, but I just shouldn't have to. Like, I'm like Fallout. I think of Fallout. Like, that's an amazing inventory thing. It's like you open the thing, and you have access to that thing and all of your shit. And you can just take it, and you can also put your shit in there if you want.
You can also just take it and you can hold it. You just
Does
can't
it
run.
have a second screen functionality on the Wii U? Maybe,
That's a great question.
Maybe that is
Might
in the
be
game
true.
and they
Someone's
just cut it when they
shifty.
went to
It
the
might.
Switch.
It might.
Someone's being shifty.
Hey,
I told Shifty Larry to come by for a beer.
You know we have our own pint glass.
Yeah, they're on the set.
Oh, they're all over there.
Yeah, they go to all different kinds
Oh, I
of
didn't know. I've never been here before.
Oh, that's okay. Well, welcome, Larry.
This is
Yeah.
Shifty Larry,
This is you know, if you've watched the he shifts all over the place, you know it.
editor supreme.
Yeah.
You just edit, right? You don't know anything else?
Well, I mean, I'm lead editor over since Trevor moved
hey,
in.
Oh,
congratulations.
nice.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Trevor, we didn't tell Trevor there was shenanigans yet, right? Like he didn't get promotion or anything.
No, I think it was real.
You
All right,
tell
cool.
Larry, yeah.
He still, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Larry really got his job.
Oh,
Trevor's
Trevor's
just
just out of
just
job
got
now?
fired. He
Good,
doesn't
got
know
it.
that.
It's
yet.
like
Yeah.
Milton from
So
Office
Larry
Space. He's
comes
not
over-
getting a check anymore.
Larry comes over representing Cow Chop and Funhouse.
Well,
So-
So
I just was grab whatever class was
But
there.
they're the brands, you know.
And
It's
again,
all
I mean,
part of the family.
I guess it
Former
makes sense.
lead
Like you wouldn't
editor
go to
Larry.
a bar and like bring your own class.
Yeah. Hey, I'm here. But maybe a pub. It's classy.
True.
But if you had a really classy glass
Are pubs
inside a
like-
case, and you were like, this
Are
is my
pubs like
pub
gas
glass.
stations where you just roll up with your own cup and like fill it up?
You wouldn't want to
It's
trust
the
it.
Let's
Come to
Play
the
local,
pub with a
Larry.
big
It's
gulp.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah.
All
The big
right.
gulp.
Need a lot.
All right, let's see if Larry can nail this pour. Larry, don't block the shot.
We were just
Chaos
re-showing
for a
the
second.
Smash for some reason.
That's
Larry, you're not doing
the
it right.
No, he's doing it. He's doing it.
Well, it's okay. I mean, it's actually not terrible, but I think because the taps are running out,
It does seem to be dribbling.
you usually pour it down the side of the glass. It's the
too
the
bad.
tap gave him a great
It's the
pour,
worst.
actually.
A little bit foamy.
It's most are worse, actually.
Larry, how long has your hair been like that?
Quite a while.
Middle
Ever since I've known you.
Yeah, ever since I've known you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was like the what do you call it? I wasn't really like a rebellious kid, so my mom was like, "Oh, you're growing your hair long. That's not cool." And I was like, Okay, so really all I have.
Wow. Damn.
Exciting.
The biggest FU of Larry's life.
Exciting.
Right.
Yo,
You, Mom. I'm doing it.
What would it take for us to shave your head for that extra life? or
we
something?
Just
almost
goes
did.
right at you.
Oh, really?
That was
Yeah.
because
It's
it
like-
was like what was it? A couple of years ago. It was like the week after I got hired, and like really early, 7 in the morning, they were looking for stuff to put on the wheel, and Blaine was like, "What if we gave Larry the Ben Franklin?" Just like straight up.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh,
Ben
like
Franklin
that.
would be better than like just a shave.
And so like I think like
awesome.
everything minus like 2 or 3 things got pulled on the
Dude.
wheel. So
Dude, fuck
Lucked
that.
out.
This year we should go full blown Ben Franklin cosplay. Just like dress him up. Right?
I would honestly listen to you more.
He was looking like Ben Franklin.
I like the idea that Larry shows up. He's like, "Hey guys," and Gavin's like, "What can we do to you?"
No, I'm just like throwing stuff out
Yeah,
there.
no,
but
yeah.
I actually felt really bad the other day because we filmed Play Pals in what was it? Don't drop the thing, the vase, spindle legs. What was it
Handle
called?
with care.
There you go.
Don't drop the thing.
Don't
Handle
drop
spindle
the
legs.
thing.
Yeah,
Handle with care.
did handle with care.
Alternate name.
And then all of a sudden,
This is funny.
all of a sudden, I needed a controller. And from that room, the Play Pals streaming room, I opened the thing. The only person I can see is the back of Neil's head or like Larry's forehead over his monitor. And I was trying to get Larry to throw me a controller. So I was like, Larry! And he went, and you were like, what? And I felt really bad that I'd startled you.
You said that in the video.
You
Yeah.
startled so easily.
oh, it's so. I mean,
Like,
you've
yeah,
had it too. When you'll come to like drop a
Oh,
card
yeah,
off,
yeah.
and you'll just go, "Oh hey," and I'll be like, "Bah!"
You gotta not
He
be on
doesn't
edge.
have a lot of
man.
situational awareness.
Oh,
is
no,
what
it's
I've
real
discovered,
bad.
Well,
yeah.
that's the thing. It's like I'll like be editing something I want to show you and just get your opinion. I'll like attack you like
Yeah.
that, and then like the whole desk will shake, and I'll watch my monitor's gonna go like.
It's like an explosion.
Well, you'll do the side tap.
Yeah, this thing. I started doing
I see
that
your-
because I didn't want the whole desk to just flop everywhere.
So I threw the controller back to Larry at one point, not needing it anymore, and I think I like glanced the door frame. Or,
He
like, the
smashed it. It
top
just
of the
like
door
fell
frame.
apart.
And I basically like I threw it expecting to be like the moment it leaves my hand, I'm done with it. So I started to look away, and then in the corner of my eye, it was in like 4 pieces, and I just went, whoops.
But I mean, it still works though.
Yeah, like, the batteries flew out.
You like
Some of that was on camera too in that video.
Did it make it in the video?
You were very edge of frame when you were
Yeah.
doing it, so I haven't watched it yet. But that just came out today. For
Did it
public.
come out today?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Give it a
Yeah,
watch.
a little bit of that's there, and also in the shot you can see Neil just like because it hits the top of the, and he's like, I guess it doesn't really work, but sorry. There you go. You gotta play it.
You gotta wait, Larry. It happens.
Yeah.
You know,
Pretty much
it took
got
me
it.
about 40 episodes to figure it out.
Yeah,
This
follow,
one?
follow, this one, yeah, follow away.
Just look.
Dude, are you excited to go downtown in the South by traffic?
No, God, no, not at all.
What are you gonna do? You gonna drive?
Fuck no. When's
Lindsay
this
gonna
gonna be? Yeah. I'm gonna sit.
What if we
Play
need
Switch.
Lindsay for a video?
Get fucked.
She's driving your ass,
Well,
and then we lose 2
how's
people.
Gus getting down there?
He's already there.
Oh.
That was my go-to. Like, hey, Gus,
Yeah.
give me a ride. And he was like, fuck you, bitch. He was like,
He
no.
wasn't like
sounds like
Ryan. He
him,
didn't
yeah.
offer.
He wasn't. He was like, hey, man, I'm really sorry. I'm
That was a
already
nice little
Cool.
journey to my house, I thought.
It was, no, it was
Did you
very
guys
pleasant,
chat or
yeah.
did you sit in
No.
silence?
I think we barely chatted.
Was
Did
it
we
weird
chat?
because it was after
Pretty
work
normal.
and it was like, I don't know you after
Fair.
work.
I think I was actually like mainly replying to an email the entire time.
There was a
but
lot of phone
You're big on
action,
that.
but it was good. It was, let the conversational
I'll-
walls just kind of full.
It wasn't awkward.
I give Gavin a pass. There's a lot of phone action, but it's a lot of him doing shit, not like just fucking around. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not listening to you. I'm checking Twitter. It's like
Oh, I'm never checking.
it's like Gavin sending emails like "fuck you," "no," "go away," "do," "fuck off," "I'm not replying to you," "I don't care," "who are you?" "I thought I blocked you."
I'm not replying to
I know.
this email.
I'm not
right.
gonna reply to you.
Yeah,
That's great.
Dude, there's
That's
a lot
work,
of
Gavin.
email. There's a lot of
yeah.
email.
I just
And
want to stress the point. There's a very like people that can't stop fucking with their phone. Anytime ever Gavin's playing with his phone in a video, it's like a slow mo thing, or like, oh, guess what? Gavin just found out he's going to LA in an hour. Get fucked.
There's a lot of time where I do have to reply like pretty quickly.
Well, something
So
happened-
That's why I always check my phone. It's like, oh, where am I?
Something happened today. We were filming something today or yesterday, and we were shooting something live action, and it was like you were looking, and you're like, oh, yeah, and then you were like, "Boom," you got alert, and you're like, and I was like, wow, that was amazing. Gavin missed it, and you're like, what? Shit. You're like, I called him. Shit, damn it. What was it? I can't remember even what it was.
It was a trip. Basically, the Google Calendar is one of the worst things in human history because people can just add things to your life. Like, I will get now things where it's
Crazy.
like, oh, someone said that I have to do this, and now that's where I'm going on that day.
Can't you
like,
set it as an approval?
Yeah, you
like
can
you have to
totally.
say like
yeah, but if it's like, oh, you need to shoot this in LA on this day, it's like, I guess I do, but man,
Wouldn't
like,
you
I'm
rather
just like-
they added it to your calendar so you at least knew about
Yeah,
it?
it's just like
Exactly.
I'm just like a puppet. Like there's all these people who can be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, you're
He's-
doing that,
yep.
and then someone else is like, oh, you're doing that, and I'm like, okay, I'll just do
It's
that,
actually-
and I'll do that, and then wait a second, when do I get to do stuff that I want?
It was actually funny.
that
You
I
showed-
want to decide.
You showed me
Around
something. You showed me something on the calendar, and you're like, "This isn't even possible, is it?" And you showed it to me. I'm like, "No, you're busy that day. You can't do that." And he's
Yeah.
like, why's it on there?
Things
I'm like,
overlap.
I don't know.
Some people can see my calendar,
Literally,
some
Gavin
people
going,
can't.
"Wait, this is impossible, right?" And he's like showing me his schedule. I'm like, "That is impossible."
Here's the
Yes.
problem with Google Calendar is humans interact with it.
Yep,
And you
sure.
can see when you're creating the event, it's like, well, no, he's already blocked on that day. But fuck it.
Yeah,
but I
it's
need
like some people are like, oh, we'll let him decide, and now I'm like, I'm gonna disappoint
Hey,
someone.
there you go. There's where you
It's
get to
on
make
you.
the choice.
it's
You
on you,
said you
yeah.
didn't get to
All
make a
of it.
choice. There you go.
It's not great though. There needs to be a better way to.
Well,
You get to pick
Gavin,
the do one.
Gavin, you have these responsibilities whether they're on the calendar or not, right?
It's true.
Would you rather someone else put them on there for you, or would
feel
you
like-
rather you do it?
My
No, he
point
will
is
never
that
do it.
Exactly. He would never
with
do
the
it.
calendar existing, people are more likely to get me to do stuff because they can just be like,
Oh, they don't have to
press
come
a
talk
button,
to you.
and
Right,
then walk
yeah.
away.
Gavin
and I'm
finds
like,
out someone
and then I'm
has
like,
tasked
what am I
him.
doing? Okay,
Yeah.
huh?
There's
Well, I better
definitely-
change all my plans because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in LA.
Yeah,
next
there's
week.
definitely some moments where Gavin's like, "No, I'm free. I'm here all day." Apparently, I'm not.
I
Never mind.
apologize. I won't be in any of these videos today. See you later. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
It's like your life is like Death Note, only for scheduling. Where someone just writes something in a book and it's like,
Gavin is in LA. Oh God! Oh God! I'm going.
Here's the trick, though.
What?
Don't. Just don't do it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
could.
Just,
oh,
you
no,
could.
that's-
I don't
Yeah,
honestly,
absolutely.
Because
Larry.
the company, what are they going to do? They're going to
Sometimes-
say,
Well, the biggest thing is it's not so much the company; it's slow mo, and what Gavin's going to do is not have his money.
well, then slow mo. I mean, you have to. But if it's anything
that's-
for Rooster
that's
Teeth,
it.
like
Here's the way-
go here, go there.
Here's
just
the way it
don't.
works in my head is that I
Larry, you
figured
just
this is
got
going to
Gavin
be
out of so many Minecraft.
Oh,
this
easily.
is going to be the smallest window in my life where this is a thing. Like this is only now. I assume in a decade I'm not going to be like, oh no, I've got to go. It's not going to happen. Nobody's
you
gonna...
too?
Oh, where are you going?
Yeah,
Where are you going?
thing right then.
No, it's just fucking Trevor.
It's Trevor.
Why didn't I get it?
Well, you probably turned Slack notifications on.
Oh, I absolutely did. I don't need
Never a
email.
reminder
and
for
stuff.
Michael.
What's happening?
Nothing.
You gotta leave?
Trevor wants to talk to me.
Are you in trouble?
No, it was a joke because Jeremy.
Again!
Stop! Jeremy said that in the other video. It was another podcast.
yeah.
Jeremy got a Slack from Trevor that he wanted to chat.
You need to have a little talk.
Jeremy was like, "What does that mean? I don't know what it means."
Was
So
he
I was
actually
making-
worried?
Making that joke.
I don't know
Jeremy
that we
what?
ever found out the resolution to that.
Well, Jeremy's not here. Do you see him?
Oh shit, Jeremy's not here.
You know, he
he did say he was getting
probably
fired.
he probably
Yeah.
showed something at the
He
panel
did say
today.
that actually. What's that?
He probably showed something at the PAX panel today.
He did.
Definitely did.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
today?
Yeah.
Is it today?
I don't know. What is he? The rap is what you're talking about. We can say it. I mean, they're not gonna be able to see it, right?
Yeah, I
already
just don't want
said
to
it,
spoil.
so, yeah,
like he
it's-
was gonna do it in a cool way, and I didn't want to. Spoil
Oh, well, that's fine. I don't know what. I didn't even know what that is. So.
I don't know. If he hasn't done it yet, you may have.
Yeah, you might have fucked it up.
Oh, I don't know. Oh well.
Don't
It's
tell
okay.
anybody.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. It's whatever.
I think he did a great job.
He's
with it.
gonna do the
He
rap.
did.
He's gonna show it.
He
and it's
somehow-
gonna be
He
cool.
did.
I mean, I assume the easiest part was writing it. The hardest part was convincing all of us to do it.
Well,
It's for you.
Yeah,
It's
you
to do it.
especially.
As you say, us.
convincing
He-
all of me to do it.
The classic
you
achievement
just
hunter, us.
I remember like the first when he was writing it, he walked up to me and was like, "So, how would you feel about having like a section with you and like a few other people? Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get Gavin. Like, just we'll say fuck Gavin in the rap, and then we do a whole other section."
The other thing that he initially talked to me about, or not initially, but at some point talked to me about, what if I do all of Gavin's? Because Gavin's never going to do it. And it would just be
Yeah,
me
that'd
making
be
fun
good
of
too.
Gavin doing a Gavin
See,
impression.
that would have been good.
Yeah.
I
He
don't
did
know.
it. Gavin Free did it.
Well, I had to get him to like me for a year.
Yeah.
It's very important.
But
to
what's going to happen, that was all me. That one was me.
That is the
me. God.
fourth shot to the eye.
It was the
You're
first,
spitting
I
on
got
me.
him.
I'm
He got
firing
himself
beer on
but it's
me.
the
twice.
first one for me. It's normal for me. I'm
feel
glad I
like-
was fourth.
I feel like I should spit on you.
Matt,
so
Matt, just be like,
yeah.
Just loogie in my eye. What?
Careful with
I
that
don't
beer.
remember. Just talking about the rap.
Talking about the rap.
It was good. It was good. He
It's
did
good.
it.
I think you did a great job.
Oh, what I was
Did
gonna
you
say
hear it?
was
Yeah.
what I was gonna say
I think
was
you did a
the
really
problem
good job.
is
Honestly, I think my paragraph was like the easiest. It wasn't very fast paced. My music bit is just like super like, and everyone else is like, "Ugh," and I'm like, what's up? I had fun. It was all right.
what I was gonna say is the second that year is up, you're done.
Yeah, and also as the year goes on, he's gonna be storing stuff and outwardly being friendly, and then the day that that's up, he's gonna pull the D batteries out of my bin and shove them down my throat.
He's gonna walk in and be like, "This been 5 years since I was in a fight. It's go time.
I want to be like a thing where he wears a separate watch that has one timer. Just like,
Oh,
It's just like a
shit.
weird countdown.
yes. And then just wails into you.
Yeah, I wonder what the audience thought of it.
I mean,
I hope they liked it.
It could, or
I
it
tried.
probably hasn't happened yet.
I don't know when the panel was.
Well, they're in the
just
future.
Started, right?
They're in the future.
Why are they?
They're, an
They're a
hour,
whole
they're
1
an
hour
in
in
the
the
future.
future.
Yeah.
No, he's saying because the East Coast is 1 hour.
Well, yeah,
ahead
I
of
mean, when
us.
the video
Like if
comes
the
out,
panel
we
was
cut
at
that.
1 or something, then it's already done, isn't it?
Well, if it's at like 5 though.
Whoops.
Yep. Hope you enjoy
Eh,
it.
I feel
whatever.
like on
I don't
the
feel bad
subreddit,
'cause you
someone would
brought
be
it
like,
up.
"I saw the rap and it was amazing." If it had already happened, but I haven't looked for the past couple.
Yeah, you probably would have gotten like a few tweets about your part in the
I
rap,
haven't
right?
been looking, so it could have been.
So you got shoot off.
Yeah, I was just now looking at where I'm supposed to go for.
Oh, you know what?
For
We may
said-
be in luck. Apparently, Jack dispensed some sage wisdom from the PAX East panel, which was, "You're still here, so you haven't killed yourself yet."
What does that mean?
That's
That's all
very
the context
true.
I have.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
Huh.
that's
That's
how
wise.
I
It's a
live
wise
my
word.
life.
So there you go.
All right.
No one's talking about the rap, though. I guess it's
Yeah.
Or he didn't do it.
They're still there though. So
Or
they
there's
haven't
another
killed
panel.
themselves yet. Oh, if they have 2 panels and the next one.
That'd be
goes
weird
to-
if they had 2 panels.
We've
At
done that
PAX, that'd be
before.
weird.
Yeah, PAX it would be weird.
RTX would make total sense.
RTX makes sense because just all of us are there. Because they were also, this is you're talking about the panel. That's like the super best friend Let's Play team friendship panel. Right? Like that was the panel.
Yeah,
It was-
just the one.
It was Jack and
Yeah.
Jeremy, 2 people from Funhouse,
Peak and Lawrence.
Peek and Lawrence, and then Craig and Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
From Game Attack and Screw Attack.
I went to Funhouse the other day.
Did you really? Why? How dare you?
Make a video.
Did you want to, or did your calendar tell you to?
It was one of the very few things this year that I arranged.
Really?
Wow.
Look at you. Use the
Didn't
calendar. and
didn't have anything to do with Funhouse. Just literally needed the room, but it was nice to see him.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm excited what we got to do. So we talked about it already, and I just mentioned it briefly, but 50-turn Mario Party. Like, we did it. It's
did
in the
it.
bag. All the
did
footage
it.
is there. Nothing fucked up. The camera looks great.
It was dark when we left.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like started off.
I was
with
thinking
lunch.
for a second, I didn't know what you're saying, but yeah, we met for lunch at noon,
Yeah.
then came and filmed. We left the office at like 7:30.
It was a whole thing.
It was a whole
It was
fucking
actually
thing.
fine.
It was fine, and that's the other thing I want to mention. Like a lot of people were comparing it to Uno the movie just based on the length, and it blows that out of the fucking water. So like it was 4 hours and like 11 minutes and some change for us. Like I started the second we started playing, but we also stopped the camera a bunch in between, took pee breaks and all that. So the video isn't 4 hours and 11 minutes, but it's close. Like I'm actually impressed at how little downtime we had. Of the 4 hours and 11 minutes, I think it's like 3 hours and 50 minutes of video. So it'll probably be just
And we
under
let
4.
we let Twitter pick the map.
Yeah, we let Twitter pick one of the 3 maps that we threw up for a poll, and they voted for it. And the thing about the ending is, I wasn't there, but everyone on Uno was like, "Oh, fucking kill me now, I want to die. It's so late. Why are we still here?" And I think people were expecting a lot of that because it's so long. I like literally turned 45. We're like, "This is fun. This is great."
Well, it's because we
Like,
also
it was fucking fun.
we also mentally prepared to be there for several hours. With
It's true.
Uno, it was
It's
like
true.
let's rattle out an Uno video.
It's true.
And then we were there for.
I guess the
2.5
other thing,
hours.
like after flying to Australia 4 times, 50-turn Mario Party ain't that bad. It's like
True.
Playing a video game, having fun on the weekend is not sitting
feel
on a
like
plane for 17 hours.
If there's anyone who dislikes waiting for extended periods or dislikes flying, if it's like a 4-hour flight, just fly to Australia for the sake of taking the flight, and every other flight in the world will be great.
It really is, and it's funny because every time I've gone back to Australia, it's better and better every flight. Because
Yeah.
like I think I'm so trained, like it's gonna be awful. Oh, that was less awful, but it's still gonna be bad the next time. Oh, it was even better actually.
my first ever time there, I was like, I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I was
slept,
like,
I slept. I woke up. There were 10 hours left. In the flight. I was
I-
like, oh, what am I gonna do?
I had like 19 20-minute naps the first time I went, and I'm just like, I'm still in the same place. And like once you do that once and come back, you're just like, oh, I'm going again and I'm gonna get fucked. But yeah, whatever.
But also,
I'm
the
gonna
more
watch 12 movies.
the more you fly to Australia, the more miles you get, the more likely you are to get an upgrade, and then just life.
I'll get there one day. I've yet to fucking get an upgrade on international.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Do you request it?
Well, no, because I haven't ever since I've got shitloads of points and am in the upgrade program, I've yet to be on an American flight out of the country. Got it.
Ooh,
You can request that.
Yeah.
on an American flight.
Gavin.
Yeah.
No, he's saying you can request American, but if you're
okay.
Gavin.
No, I mean, you just when they make you fill out the form with your preferred airline, just be like, all right.
No,
It's 2 o'clock.
That's
what
not
it
really
is.
a request.
It's on there.
So you didn't get American.
every time. Yep. It's expensive.
Sometimes you just get one world.
I mean, they gave me a United flight, and there was an American flight for like $100 more. And on it, like a $2,200 ticket, that's like, do it.
We're talking about travel again, huh?
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna travel over to South by Southwest. So thanks. I'm leaving. You guys can keep doing it. I don't care, or leave, or whatever.
Bug at me.
Why?
See ya.
All right, guys.
Ryan gone too? Is the podcast
Yeah, Ryan
Apparently
left.
he left.
Because he's
So.
going to South by 2.
I didn't.
You still have to do the
Okay.
post show.
Well, the show's over.
I didn't know either.
Well,
of
it's
you
because
were,
it's a post show.
I should have told.
Go until you're in the show.
Well, in the show.
Hey, you got. Hey, I'm back. You guys go as long as you want. I mean,
What's my credit?
You'll see. You'll like it. It's referential. You'll understand it.
I feel like we're probably
Wrap it up.
wrap it up right now.
Probably.
It was nice to see you.
I'm
again.
again.
Fuck.
Oh, no.
Wait. Take that.
I don't think I've ever
gonna-
seen Michael leave and actually leave. You always forget something.
That's okay.
He's going
He's
now.
actually leaving.
He's gone
There
now.
goes.
Bye, boy.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one. Enjoy South by.
You know, I probably should have told him.